Hello all, and welcome back to Savannah by Night here on Knights of Silvermoon. We do have some announcements to get to before we get into the game proper. We're going to start with tomorrow night. We have D&D in our Age of Innovation game. The shenanigans continues. They step forward a little further in time, but still in the middle of the Victorian era, and I believe they left off in what was then called Burma. I'm sure that ended well for everyone involved. I'm sure there's no reason why they were still making Rambo movies there 200 years later. I'm sure it's fine. But
Beautiful
after
country.
that, I believe it's called Myanmar now. But on Friday, we have a Star Wars game with our good friend Martel here. Do you want to tell us a little bit about it?
Yep. So basically, if you can think of a kind of trouble that your family can be in, our characters probably have something like that going on. It's about a couple of sort of friends flying through space and being traumatized, and we love it.
The power
A-
of shared trauma.
And then you play Star Wars.
And then we play Star Wars. This Aaron guy is sick.
Yeah, that tracks. And then on Tuesday, Dreamy, you have something.
Yes, I play with our friends over at Top Down Tabletop, Embers and Arcanum. We just snuck our way into a city in enemy territory. I have taken up residency as a bard where some soldiers don't know what's coming and how many drinks I'm going to buy them to get them to talk.
I
It's going
think
to be great.
all of them.
Yes. Actually, I have already been bought a drink, so this is already going swimmingly. Let the spy mission begin.
Nice. Does anybody else have any announcements they need to make? Nope. Okay, then. On that note, let's tell a vampire story, shall we? Last time on Savannah by Night. Ever a creature of elemental spite, Ellie sought to correct a slight made against them by a politician they were blackmailing for both money and blood. The industriously vindictive young Nosferatu made the plan to adopt the face of a staffer working for said politician and sneak their way into City Hall. Once access was gained, Ellie proceeded to plant all manner of damning evidence of this politician's bonus family to be brought to light during a press junket the next day. As everyone else was leaving Havel's classroom, Tabby took Kate up on her offer to teach a little bit more about how to survive in kindred society. One thing that Kate immediately tried to focus on was in recalibrating Tabby's sense of self-respect. And then the Venture's main takeaway from the interaction was the need for a space to meet outside of Elysium, and away from the watchful eyes of everyone else. Though, a problem to be solved on another night, but preferably sooner rather than later. The rest of the group, minus Artem, arrived at Chuck's bar, a somewhat grungy yet low-key hole-in-the-wall establishment that has started to become familiar to the new bloods. The main topic of conversation when everyone sat down was the nature, purpose, and possibility of a coterie. While several aspects of it were discussed, the one that lingered far longer was the notion of risking their lives for one another. Things quickly turned to everyone's literal relationship with feeding, as Poppy had found herself in something she didn't know how to navigate. Whether or not it was wise to do so, she made the group aware of a young woman she had been feeding on and, subsequently, struggling with certain attitudes she didn't know how to reconcile with. Kate and Cora gave a bit of their own experiences to try and help her figure out her next steps. Though while Poppy was about to test the waters on feeding on someone else, Chris forced the Toreador's hand by sending Heidi a little text. In the meantime, Cora confessed to Kate a certain mental block she was having in regards to feeding now that she was in Savannah. Before, she had a nice little setup of a woman she was seeing and had some semblance of a supply at home maintained by her sire. But here, she didn't quite know how to get into the notion of feeding without attachment, or if that was something she even wanted to engage with. But, sooner or later, Cora would have to make a choice between her comfort levels and the consequences of starving herself. Ellie and Tabby met back up in the Warrens and decided to try and tackle two items on the agenda: feeding and shopping. For Tabby, this was a rougher go of things, as no matter what she did, she could never quite get a hold of the rat she so hungered for. Ellie looked out for their fellow Nosferatu and shared their meal with the increasingly more and more frustrated Tabitha. Hunger dealt with for the moment, the two found their way to a slightly nicer clothing store that had closed for the night, where they proceeded to break in. Though not without further impedance as Tabitha struggled to pick the lock. But after some centering and some help from Ellie, the two Nosferatu managed to finally sneak in and to start their fashion montage set to a dark, epic pop cover of Material Girl. We pick up with Artem as he arrives back at the home of the Seneschal, where he has been allowed to stay for the time being. Now, as we had left off, Artem had dropped off Chris at Chuck's bar to interact with the other New Bloods, while he went and picked up a few things from a P.O. box that he could bring back to the house. Some are tools, some are supplies, and with there being fewer people in the car, made it easier to transport. So you're heading to the house. Are there any other stops you'd like to make?
No, I'll probably just go straight there.
Straight there. And when you get there, what do you do exactly?
Probably just get my workspace together and start getting to work. I imagine this is related to the stairs.
Some of the tools and some
Yeah.
of the boards that maybe you're replacing, yes. You're still missing the support spokes for the railing.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a little while since it's handcrafted. But you knew that.
Yep.
This is more arranging your next round of work. It's a little late in the evening to really get started in earnest. Maybe work on sanding a few things for a few minutes. But it isn't long until Alden arrives. You can hear a familiar outboard motor pulling up to a dock that's just outside.
Oh, he came on the boat.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
So you know at least a good guess of where he was.
Mm-hmm.
The door opens. You're, I'm presuming, still tending to the stairs a bit.
Yeah. Hey, boss.
How was it this evening?
Not too bad. I'll probably head back out in a little bit.
Chris isn't with you.
No, I left her at the bar. She's been doing better lately. I thought, give her a couple hours to herself. See how she handles it.
Bit of a risk.
She's not on her own. She's with the other new ones.
And you trust them with this?
Yeah.
Well, I hope you have good instincts.
Me too.
How long has she been left there?
Look at his watch. We'll say like an hour and a half, maybe.
The stairs can wait.
All right.
Is there anything you want to ask him before you head out, or are you taking that as marching orders have been given?
Probably take that as marching orders have been given.
Okay. Is there anything you wish to do before you get there? Before our transition scenes?
Probably not.
Okay.
Seems like you do the thing the scary old vampire tells you to do.
It's usually a good way of not dying.
Mm-hmm.
Is that okay if I transition away from this then? Fantastic. We're going to check back in with our Nosferatu as they are getting into the Warrens after absconding with at least a partial wardrobe. Some things tucked into backpacks, some things collated into the almost dry bag quality of suit bags or dry cleaning bags. Makes it a lot easier to transport to the sewers without anything arriving mucky. Is there anything that you wish to do at this exact moment? Other than dropping a few things off at your respective rooms? Any conversations that you want to go and pursue?
Made a nice haul despite holdups.
Was that in character or after?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. What clothing did Ellie make off with?
Ellie kind of got a couple of options together, and decided to combine like a nice button-down shirt with a blazer, and it's possibly a little mismatched, because they also have like a longer skirt as well, but they got a pair of pants, a pair of slacks too, and they haven't quite decided yet which one they're going to bring to Ava tomorrow. So they have said, why not both?
Why not both?
Yeah.
Tabby had pretty much gotten mostly button-ups, pants, and suspenders. You got anything else planned for tonight, Ellie?
You know those times where you are just so excited for the next day that you just want to fast forward? It's one of those times right now. But yeah, but it's it's nice. It's good that we're things are better now. Hold on just a moment. I'm not sure how this happened.
Body swap.
Body swap. There we go.
Freaky
Now-
Friday
it's-
on a Wednesday.
It's just obfuscate. Don't worry
You
about
just don't
There
know
you go.
how hard I have it, Kate.
Yeah.
It did not swap us back. We are still incorrect.
Now Kate and Tabby have swapped. How
That's because
exciting.
you just needed.
No, it
to
was Kate and
ice-
Tabby that had swapped. And then you tried to unswap us and it didn't go through.
Now you
There we
should
go.
be set,
Yay.
right?
Yes, now we are
Yay!
fixed.
Why did it? Okay, I'm not sure why it swapped.
I wish I had my own body back.
Okay.
For me, it's a similar feeling, but the end of this evening has just been kind of rough. So I'm excited for it to stop being rough. Most likely it'll be better tomorrow evening.
Yeah, that's great. And I'm sorry. I
Yeah.
guess.
It's all good. I think there's at least one more thing I want to do. What time is it? How much more evening is left?
I'd say there's enough evening because down in the Warrens, time's a construct.
I think I'm gonna make one more stop and hope that my bad luck has run its course for the evening.
Okay. Do you think you need assistance in case the bad luck continues?
No. Unless something goes horribly wrong, even bad luck shouldn't. I won't say anymore. No, it should be fine. you.
Hubris, thy name is Tabby.
Okay. Is this going to involve breaking and entering?
No.
Okay. Well, good luck, and if you don't,
Thank you.
if anything comes up, just feel free to call me in a panic.
You got it. That's definitely what would happen.
Or text me in a panic. Whichever panic you need to do to get your.
I'll probably call you first
Okay.
in a panic.
Okay. And now that I've known that you're going to call me, I'll actually answer it. Because otherwise, I will not accept anyone's random call.
Your phone starts ringing.
You get spam calls.
I hate everything. Who is it? Let's
It's
call her.
Lila.
Oh, this is number 2 of someone I'll answer. Do we need anything else before I take it?
Have a good night.
Have a good night. What's up?
Hi. Where are you right now?
In front of my place.
Oh, fantastic. Are you with the other new kid?
I am literally just saying bye to the new kid.
We'll
have
get
not
them
left.
back.
Tabby, come back.
Oh,
And Lila reaches around her own door, just peers out. Hey, shit
oh,
heels.
fuck.
Lila wants the both of us, in case you
Yeah.
haven't noticed.
Hey,
Come here, come here.
cool. Heads over there.
And Tabby follows.
You mean Ellie? Are you still
No,
playing each other?
I'm assuming Tabby follows Ellie.
Okay. So she pulls you into her room, which is of the similar design, but she's had a lot more time to spruce it up. And there is a certain amount of technocratic buildup that's gone on in this room. All the tools, implements, and RGB you could imagine. And posters that would get her banned from polite society. Both of waifu and husbando and the gamut in between. Okay, so Tabby, do you remember we were at Worms though the other night?
Yeah.
Uh-huh. And there was a prospect of a job.
Mhm.
Uh-huh. You look shocked, like you have forgotten we had
No,
this conversation.
that's an excitement look.
Okay, great. Deer in headlights, it's hard to tell with you. Okay.
No, I'm not surprised. Yes. What?
Okay. Worrying and concerning, but we'll come back to it. I'm not going to tell you the details, but both of you could be useful. Is that something you're maybe interested in?
When's it happen?
Yes.
I'll go ahead and say
Well,
yes.
that I can't say yet. We're just putting some things together first, getting to see who we're going to bring in, who has the skill set.
Well, that makes planning my schedule because my availability may be dependent on when
What,
it's
you got a
going.
raid in a game coming up?
A couple.
Who cares? You think I don't put my shit on the back burner?
Well,
Hold on a sec. She like leans over and taps a few things. Okay.
Yeah, I think you've got ways.
Mm. Well, fine. Y'all need me while they got you?
Hey, I'm only one set of hands.
Hmm.
I'm gonna be the person in the truck. I'll be in both of your ears.
Oh, I understand. We're fodder, aren't we?
No. Fodder would mean you're the only ones going in.
Are we the only ones going in?
Look, I want you not to ask me that. But no.
Yeah. Okay.
No. Fitz will be there too. It'll be fine.
And Fitz is gonna make us do all the work.
I mean, some of it, yes. Look, you chuckle fucks. You gotta earn your keep somehow.
No complaints here. Let's do this.
Okay. So she looks over at Ellie. I know what you can do. It's why we're friends. She looks over at Tabby. I have more concerns, but this is how we calibrate. So, driving, not your strong suit, okay. But you said you can break into places.
Yes.
Are you any good at it?
Yes.
Can confirm. Was really good at lifting some heavy items when we needed to free some blood samples.
Okay. Mm-hmm. How good are you at locks?
Awful.
There's some experience. Depends on what you mean by good with locks. Are we smashing the lock? Because
Okay.
if so, very much.
The qualifying is not encouraging, but I got a remedy for that.
Well, more that there's good and there's excellent.
And you're not excellent.
All right.
Right, that's what you're trying to say?
No, if we need the lock smashed, I'm excellent. If we don't need it smashed, then I'm good.
Okay, so what we're going to do is more finesse. It's always good to have that as a plan F, but maybe don't start with smashy. Let me see your lockpick. Okay, do you actually have one, or do you kind of just have like needle and hope?
I feel like Tabby at least keeps not like a nice rollout set, but like at least
A pocket of
two
useful
different sharp
shrapnel.
things to stick in there. A hook and a different prod.
Yeah. The kind of thing, though, that looks like it was made over a hot stove and like bent wire, probably. Ah,
This is my
okay.
veteran set.
Okay. You need an upgrade. And you need to train. So here's what I'm going to do. Hold on. I got to make a call. And she picks up her phone. Fits. Yay. No, I need. Shut the fuck up. So I need you to go over to that drawer on your desk. No, I know which one it is. Yeah, of course I know. Take both boxes. Yes, both. Click. A few minutes later, tap, tap, tap on the metal door. Hi, kids.
Hey.
And somehow his grin almost looks wider than hers and more pointy. And Jub Jub is on his shoulder, kind of just peeking around and eyeing everyone almost angrily and very judgy. Like it just woke up from a nap. All right, which one of you actually needs this? And Lila points directly at Tabby. Okay, come here. He's going to lead you over to one of Lila's work desks, and he puts his arm down, sweeps, and you hear just this jangling of things being moved out of the way. And she's like, oh, fuck. And, hey, you called me. He's going to open one box, and it looks like a repurposed like glass repair kit. Very small, slender, sort of stiletto bits that look like they're much more purpose made to go into a door or a lock. Okay. Do you know how to use these properly?
Yes.
Do you want to say yes with a little bit more confidence?
Absolutely.
It's a start. Okay. Now, here's the other thing. And he opens up this ratty looking cardboard box. And you hear this shifting scrape of metal. And he hoists out that it's this heavy, jangled Gordian knot of chains and various kinds of locks. Have you ever seen like how tangled Christmas lights can get? Somehow, despite the fact that they are left alone, perfectly put away, the moment you go to pick them up again next year, it is this incomprehensible gibberish that looks like it was created by Lovecraft. This is all metal. It is intertwined chains. It is locks, both just free hanging off of it and attaching itself to itself. And it's about the size of the average medicine ball. And he hands that to you, and it is far heavier than you want it to be. So, you're going to train on that.
Cool.
When you can get all of those off of there in under a minute each, we'll consider that you passed.
Makes sense.
Got a little project?
Cool.
Yeah? Any questions?
Should I start now?
I mean, you don't need to start right in front of me, but you got your own room, right?
Yeah.
Don't forget the lockpicks.
Hey.
Ellie, is there anything you wish to contribute to this in any way, or any questions you want to ask?
So it sounds like we need to pick some locks.
Lila was like, well, that's what I was gonna do. You and I, we're gonna sit down and we're gonna work on some programs.
They're going to
Alright.
hand you real Christmas lights and you're going to have to rewire them.
Is that a thing you want to do? You want to go be on site to make sure it works? Because I need someone that can make on-the-fly changes if something goes wrong, and I can't be there.
That is true. You would probably be absolutely nothing without me. So I guess I can offer my services.
Fitz locked the door. And you see Fitz pick up Jub Jub. Like, I don't want any part of whatever this is.
And Tabby backs out of the room.
The kid's got the right idea.
So call me in a panic. And then she leaves.
Perfect place to transition out from, I think. The little reversal there. Nicely done. Tabby's needed a win for a little while, and I think that was needed. Okay. If we can transition out from there. Unless there's anything else. Great.
Assume everything's gonna be fine.
We will resume the shenanigans ongoing at Chuck's bar. Let's start with Cora. At the moment, you're the only one at the table. Or are you? I believe Kate had wandered off to go and find something as well. Chris had wandered off. So I believe you're with Poppy at the moment.
Is Poppy back? Is that what happened?
Yeah.
Yes, Pavi did come back to the table and texted Heidi. Or texted Heidi back, I guess.
So Chris didn't do too much damage.
No, but it's not what I would have said. And Pavi will like turn her phone so you can see it just says, "Hey, you up?"
Specifically, it said, "Hey, girl, you up?"
Oh, yeah.
Well,
Not what I would have said. I would have been hopefully better than that. I don't know.
if you need a ride over there,
Well, I actually messaged that, and she might actually come here. I'm going to meet her outside, and we'll probably walk down River Street, River Avenue.
Oh.
What is it called?
River
Yeah.
Street, yeah.
You're on River Street.
So we'll probably just stroll and chat. Yeah. I didn't really think about having her come in here and like have y'all meet her. I guess I don't know. It's weird. It's weird not crossing circles like friends and your coterie.
Sure. Yeah, I don't know. That's an interesting situation.
Yeah.
I guess she could meet us that way if you want.
Yeah, I feel like if I brought her in, she might spontaneously combust from embarrassment and awkwardness. So I'll probably, well, maybe eventually. Maybe eventually. It's not that serious.
One at a time.
Yeah, yeah. One at a time is always good. Yeah, absolutely. Unless I can convince any of you all to do a double date, triple date, quadruple date,
Yeah,
you know.
I'll have to figure out who I'm dating first.
Well, yeah, that too. Yeah, yeah. Anyway, what are you gonna do for the rest of the night? Do you know?
No, I'm not sure. Um,
That's
I
kind
might
of a
just go
nice
say
place
hi
to
to
be, though.
Bill. Yeah,
To Bill? Who's Bill?
uh, someone that I got something to eat with the last time we were here.
Oh, nice. Love a casual snack friend.
Yeah, he's actually sitting right over there.
Oh, Poppy tries not to be obvious and like be that person that goes, um,
I
but she
imagine
tries to.
Poppy is well trained at sort of surreptitiously
Yeah,
scanning an area at this point.
she is indeed.
She knows how
So
to find
she'll,
a mark or a bill.
very true. Bills on bills on bills. Yeah,
Mm.
she'll take a look.
The sort of I think you say dad bod here.
Ooh, cute. Love that. Very nice, very nice. A local?
Oh yes, he told me a lot about the city actually.
Oh, that's nice. It's good to have a tour guide.
Yeah, I really should check in probably
Yeah,
and just see how he's doing.
yeah, sounds good. I'm gonna wait here for Heidi and then Vamoose, but I'll wave as I leave probably, or I'll text you.
I'm in no rush if you want me to hang out with you for a while.
Poppy, you do get a text to say that she is on her way. And you know how close SCAD the dorms are to here.
Okay. So, in that case, she just texted me. I'm gonna just wait for her outside so as to kind of intercept before, you know, having her meet all of y'all. Though I'm sure you'd be great with her. I don't know. I don't know if she means anything to me. I'm gonna find out. Anyway, have a good night. And Poppy will
Good
kind of
luck,
hop up
Poppy.
and she'll kind of power walk a little bit out.
Okay. Corey, are you gonna go and try and find Bill?
Um, am I able to catch his eye from the table I'm already sitting at?
You could.
Can I wave at him and see if he'll come over and say hi?
It takes a couple
Is
of passes to get his attention, but he does eventually see you, and there's that sort of confusion before the recognition, like, oh, and he does wave back rather happily before he saunters over.
it's a Wednesday night, right?
I believe so, yes.
Okay. Bill, it's good to see you.
Hi, how you doing? And he points down to the seat, asking, sort of like gesturing
Yeah,
like he
sit
can take
down,
the
sit
seat.
down.
And he's sitting down with a bubbly drink that is not alcoholic. Like it smells too sweet. It definitely seems like a fountain drink that he's
Okay.
probably sober.
Just soda tonight, huh?
Yeah, I gotta drive a friend back later, so I gotta work tomorrow.
Oh, okay. Is he here too, or she? They can come over.
Oh, he's around here. I don't know where he went off to actually. I'm sure he's fine.
Cora has a brief thought about, oh yeah, Chris wandered off somewhere too, didn't she? Actually, all my friends did. Yeah, I've lost all of my friends too.
The HUD is sort of accruing little red flags of caution.
Oh, most of them anyway. Is Wednesday your normal night that you come here?
I kind of have a bit of a rotating schedule, so it's whenever I get in. What about you?
Well, seems that way so far. It's one week in town and here I am again.
I mean, worst places to end up, really.
Yes, I agree with that.
Uh, so, have you found work yet since we last talked, or?
Yeah, I mean, it's on-call courier service. So not ideal, but it'll pay the bills.
I mean, here for 1 week, that's still pretty good.
Yeah, I think so, right? I guess I think they were impressed by the foreign resume.
How many languages did you write down?
No, I mean, I stuck to English for writing. Oh, you mean how many did I write down is what I
Yeah.
speak? Uh, two or three, that's all.
I mean, that's probably a good number. If you actually went more than that, it would just intimidate them or make them call bullshit.
Right? No, I don't want that.
So, is there any particular plan for tonight, or?
Not really, no. I think everyone's sort of finding their own things to do. I'm getting kind of hungry though, and this bar, I mean, bar food's fine, but maybe there's somewhere else around I could eat.
I mean, there's a lot of places up and down River Street. What are you thinking of?
Mm, I don't know. Just something good, really local, normal, kind of subdued but hearty, reliable.
You want to go for a walk?
I would love that.
Okay, I got an idea. But I think it's time we break you in terms of American food.
Okay, I'm ready. I did try a burger the other day that didn't agree with me very well.
Okay,
So
that was
maybe
my
something
first
else.
idea. Nix that. We're going to find something else.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. I'm going to text my friend to tell him that I'm going for a little walk, and he'll figure it out.
He's going to be okay?
He'll be fine. He's in his natural environment.
Okay. Let's walk then.
Okay. So to wibbly wobbly this just a little bit. Artem, you're going to be passing by Poppy as she is walking out.
Hey, Poppy.
Oh, hi. Hello. Are you going inside?
Mm-hmm. You taking off?
Uh, Briefly, potentially. It's
I'll be here.
confusing. I haven't really defined it yet. Like, I'm meeting up with somebody for a snack and a chat.
If you'd like
How
to
are
talk
you?
about it, I'm great.
Good, good. So glad. Actually, yeah, you know what? I'll catch up with you. I'll text you after.
Sure.
Okay. Or no, maybe we can meet up and chat.
However you want to do it. You seen Chris?
I would like that. Chris, inside.
Perfect.
As if to give you some sort of escape hatch, you see a strangely familiar sedan pull up, and out of the back, Heidi climbs out in the aforementioned sort of darker blue sundress that you had suggested to her. Hair done up in one braid that she's sort of nervously sort of playing with and almost fraying at the edges of. She turns and thanks the person driving, and just through the window, you can get a glimpse of a familiar driver.
He's everywhere.
Yeah, he is. Hey, Heidi.
Hi.
You look really
And
nice.
I'll catch up with you later.
Yeah, I'll text you.
Yeah.
And we're just going to pause on that for just a moment of Heidi looking a little awkwardly sort of blushy and frazzled as Artem walks in. We're going to roll over to Kate for just a moment. You had wandered away much earlier. And we're looking for a meal or an investment or both.
Depends on what I find. If it's just a meal, that's fine. But if they're interesting, a potential investment.
Well, you tell me what you're looking for. What is getting Kate's attention at the moment?
Like what kind of person?
Yeah.
Let's go. This is Chuck's, and being Chuck's that is. Let's see if she can spot like a femme for femme.
Mm-hmm. The joys of Chuck's is that it is a well-defined rainbow of options. So whoever you are looking for in terms of fitting a particular mold, easy to find. Whether or not you hit it off with them is entirely up to, well, both parties involved. So you describe to me the individual that is ticking all of Kate's boxes at the moment.
I think she is gonna spot someone across the bar. A lot of very curly, coily hair. And not in like the workout way that Kate and Chris have been rocking the crop top and jeans, but just like in actual like chopped off, maybe like an old vintage band shirt kind of crop top. Um,
Okay, so let's lean into that for just a second. Is it a band that is popular and well known, or is this like an indie band?
Probably an indie band.
Okay. Maybe something local or something that had an album out of Tennessee 20 years ago that no one's heard of.
Hmm.
Looking at you, Proto Man. And so you see this individual. Do you go up and talk to them? Do you try and get their attention?
Kate is a fan of the direct approach, so she'll go up and talk to her.
Okay. She'll be leaning on the bar, just getting her drink, and it will be, well, what would be kind of fun? Let's go with a Cherry Collins.
How full does her drink look?
She just got it. It was just poured and mixed for her.
Gotcha. I just missed out on buying you a drink.
She's going to sort of just look at you up and down for a moment, give a little smirk. Well, play your cards right. Maybe you can buy the next one.
Looking forward to it. I'm Kate.
Rhonda. And she'll step away from the bar just a little bit so, people can get by and get what they're trying to get. Now, what can I do for you, Kate?
Well, you're already providing the beginnings of what I'm sure is going to be a very interesting conversation.
Oh?
You've certainly given me something easy on the eyes to look at.
Well, I'd say I try, but...
No, this is effortless, isn't it?
Or at least that's what we're going to lean into. And she's going to look around at you, just coming back from the gym, or?
Yeah, kind of work nights and, you got to get in the workout when you can.
Oh, disciplined, a hard body. Okay, now we're talking.
Play your cards right and you can find out.
Oh, she thinks she's got game. Oh, I like it. So bantering back and forth for a little bit. Is there any particular topic that you're trying to broach with her to see if this is a temporary good time or something you'd like to follow through on or follow up on?
Let's chat about. Oh gosh, my brain's like, there's so many possibilities. Let's not pick a stupid one. Probably ask her, not that like, what do you do? How long have you been in Savannah? But just like some of her favorite places in Savannah to kind of get the vibe for
Okay.
if she has hobbies.
She talks about a lot of live music venues. She'll talk about some of the parks. There's places that she likes to like people watch. And she mentions a few trails where she likes to go hiking. Like it strikes you that she's Chris if civilized. In maybe about another decade. So we're getting a little bit of that vibe.
Mm-hmm.
Now, how much that appeals to Kate, that's for you to decide. And maybe for you to process later.
I think it's definitely interesting enough to not just stack on.
Mm-hmm.
Whether this is a multiple feeds or just like a one more time and going, I think it's worth at least the next one.
Okay. So here's the question. Are you going to try and feed on her there, or are you trying to plan on a future excursion?
I probably need to go ahead and feed now.
Okay. So it is not too difficult to accomplish that here, but where you are presently is fairly out in the open. You have to find some sort of outcropping if you're trying to get a little proximity.
No, we're fully
The
gonna lean
base
into
note is
the.
really helping this, Sam. Thank you.
We're gonna fully lean into the dive bar thing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna lean in real close to her, and it's where I kind of have to like whisper right in her ear and go, "Okay, I hope this doesn't make you think less of me, but follow me." And I'm going to lead her to the bar bathroom for a little dive bar makeout sesh
Okay.
for little noms.
I'm gonna have you roll.
Okay.
This is kind of funny.
What you always want to hear Graham say before you try to feed.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna have you roll charisma. And what would be interesting here? What would be your argument for the second skill here? So I'm willing to go with charisma or manipulation. I'd say
they're both the same for me, so
let's go with charisma.
Remind me what expression exactly is as far as the book.
I think that's probably your best bet right now. Or if you're trying to lean into the hard body thing, finding some ways to express that, shall we say. Make her aware. Which one would appeal to you at the moment?
So it would be expression or what?
Either expression or athletics.
We're gonna go with expression because I have that.
Okay.
Okay. That is 2 successes. Thanks, one, for stealing one. Oh, wait, there was another die. Oh, crap, I don't know what it was on. So we're just gonna say 2.
Okay.
I moved it before I looked. It was hiding in the corner.
2 is enough. You catch this. How do I put this? Incredulous smirk that you'd even suggest it, but it has piqued her curiosity. As though, oh, I'm going to call her bluff. It's like, okay. And do you try to lead her by the hand or just walk away?
I'll lead her by the hand.
Oh. Okay. Since you're being quite forward, she's going to respond to the energy she's given, and a hand goes right into your back pocket, just with the thumb outside. It's like, okay. And we will skip the rest of the interlude, and you're just going to tell me how much blood do you decide to take away from this
I
young woman?
would like to take 2 points, please.
Okay.
If I need to buy her some like debris fries or something after, I can.
What do you
We
mean
don't-
we're
we
gonna
don't-
skip it?
What do you mean? Why do we have to skip
It's
it? We
okay.
have all
You,
this music.
you 2 heathens can write the fanfic later.
We're currently in the process of making it.
Tara's like, we've already started the Google Doc. I don't know what
I
you mean
have
later.
an AO3 account just for this game, so just say. It's amazing what you can do on that website with work-specific aliases. I'm just going to leave it at that. And I love the confused and concerned look on Sam's face right now.
Poppy, don't Google just yet. Maybe like wait till you're not on screen.
Uh,
You have to turn the
I
safe search
literally
off.
was going to Google.
Tell.
So you're going for 2?
Yeah.
Okay, mark that down.
Mhm.
Now the question is, do you go for a number?
Yes.
Okay. So you can write that down. And let's see, who would be the right one to check back in with? Let's go with Cora. Because I really like what happens now.
Okay, yeah.
You're walking out with Bill as you pass by Artem
Okay.
as he's walking in.
Hey, Cora.
And
Bye, Cora.
and you see Heidi and someone new standing there. Now the question is, do you give her a wide berth or do you try and find out more?
Cora probably can't help herself. She's got to get a little bit close.
Mm-hmm. So I'm going to give Poppy a moment to salvage this potential mishap. How quickly can you get away from this? Because you are noticing that people are showing up,
Mhm.
coming out.
I think Poppy will like go and like remove her hands from her braid,
Mhm.
spin her, and then try to like have her walk down the street with her, just kind of like hand in hand. Maybe an arm wrapped around her and a hand on her hand. Um, and she goes, "Well, I got a little bored of Chuck's. Is there somewhere else we can go, or do you want to just go on a walk with me?"
Yeah, yeah. And like her face is both sort of lit up and she's trying to avert her gaze.
I also
And
tried to avert my gaze when I was young.
do you? Do you? Never mind. Mm-hmm. And she is blushingly really excited, and she doesn't quite know what to do with her other hand right now.
Mm.
And she almost reaches it for the braid, but she's just, you can almost hear the cogs turning and going, keep it cool, stop doing that.
Yeah.
She noticed she took both of your hands off of it.
Mhm.
And so there's that slight, almost fidgeting.
Mm.
And as you suggest to go for a walk, it's interesting that Cora and Bill go in a different direction, and
Mhm.
Poppy and Heidi go in west along River Street. I had to orientate that inside my head. So who wants to go first out of the two of you?
Pop if you
Either
want
way.
to, that's fine. Yeah, either way's
Sure,
good.
sure.
Okay.
While we're here,
Or if you don't want to, I can also go.
I can do it.
Whichever is
I can do it.
okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I can do this.
So you're walking along, and while there are still some of these um, bars, once you get down through the alleyway onto River Street proper, start going west, and you find probably something that was mentioned to you, the sort of revitalized section of Western River Street.
Mm.
It's both almost mall and showcasing area of both live music and art and just culture in general.
Mm. I mean, if there is live music playing somewhere, Poppy will definitely follow that sound. Um,
There isn't any at the moment, but there are some lights set up for installation pieces.
Mhm.
It is a bit late to be having a band at the moment on a Wednesday, even though it is summer.
There. Um, Poppy will take a look at some of the places where there could be installation pieces,
Mhm.
and well, even like as she's looking, be like, "Oh, I did a bunch of installation work when I was in college, so I'm this is really cool to know it's here."
Now, out of curiosity, does Poppy still look college age?
Yeah. Yeah, she
Okay.
looks 28-ish. Actually, no, she's younger. How old is she? What did I put on my sheet? Please hold. 27. Yeah, so I feel like she does still look college age, though she dresses maybe a little better.
So the difference between college age and an adult is budget. Yeah, okay. That
A
actually
little
tracks.
bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still, yeah,
Hmm. She doesn't look like she's wearing Oshkosh bagosh, is what we're gonna.
correct.
Yeah, okay.
Correct. Yeah.
So she is leading Heidi around, or sort of maybe not leading directly as much as sort of meandering, looking at a few of these things.
Mhm.
You mentioned your college days. Oh, where did you go to school?
Oh, uh, up in Connecticut.
Now, do you sound begrudging about that, or
Yeah.
mm,
Yeah. She like doesn't want to dig too deep, but she'll say like Yukon, like, yeah.
oh, did you at least like it? What you did?
I liked what I did. I didn't like some, I had some really awful teachers that kind of crushed my spirits in a lot of ways. And I think a lot of art school is built upon the premise that you're supposed to break someone down to build them up. And that never sat well with me.
Mm,
Um, but whatever. I'm sure they're more miserable now. The teachers, I mean.
maybe. Um, oh, I have kind of an assignment that I am struggling with at the moment.
What is it?
Promise not to laugh.
It would take a lot to make me laugh at an assignment from art school. I've done it all.
I have to like sort of like a final project. I have to find a place to showcase my art.
Like a gallery space?
Kind of, but the gallery's not going to want to give space to a student.
What if you do some like guerrilla art thing where you like choose a really cool local spot, get an okay from the owner of that spot, and then make your own gallery? Like, fuck the system, you know?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking of, and part of the uh assignment, I guess, is to just find the courage and just go up and ask and get used to being rejected. Um,
Yeah,
that's
that's a
the
hard
hard part.
assignment. Yeah, that's a really fucking hard assignment. I'm sorry, but also so necessary. I
Yeah.
mean, do you want to make money from your art? I know that's a silly question to ask, but I know some people go to art school on a whim.
Um, I do, but you've seen the things I make.
Hey, there's money in that. There's a lot of money
Sure,
in that.
sure. Not, can you think of a lot of places that's gonna want to show that?
Well, I don't know this area, but I could keep an eye out for you. See if I can find a place to showcase your naughty art.
She does look a little frazzled at that before she realizes, you remember I drew you, right?
Yeah,
You're part of my naughty art now.
I am. Hopefully, it doesn't ruin the whole aesthetic.
Uh, she is not making eye contact at all. Like she's almost becoming an astronomer right now. I mean, I could use
She'll like
maybe a
grab
second
her
attempt.
chin and like try see if she wants to kiss, but
Mhm.
she'll grab her chin
Like you caught
from
her mid-sentence
gazing at
as
the
she's
stars.
trying to
Yeah,
say,
yeah.
I want to do like a second and stole the words from her. Is that a good spot to leave out on, or did you want to add more in some way?
No, I think Poppy has a secret, it's like another mission unlocked in the bottom where it's like
Hmm.
boop mission, is to assist in finding a place to show off this cool art.
Hmm.
Yeah, because I think she does care.
I have a list in my document that we can talk about, so I'll send you that afterwards. Just remind
Awesome.
me.
Will do.
Now, Cora, are you ready?
Sure. Before we totally leave this space, can I
Hmm.
say hi to Artem?
Yeah.
All right, cool. I think seeing Poppy be extremely cute with Heidi and guide her away, Cora is like, then it's like, oh, that's sweet. I'm not going to go be pushy. despite my initial intention. Uh, so instead, since Artem is still kind of hanging out there, like Artem, hey, we'll circle back around if you're going to be in there for a while. It's just a little hungry. That's going to show me a place to eat.
Cool. Yeah, I'll be around. Probably. I'll let you know if it changes.
Okay, yeah. And Chris and Kate are probably still in there.
Artem, I would say the probably percolates in the back of your skull a little bit.
It's just a little bit, life flashing a little bit before his eyes. Just a little.
You imagine the fact that Alden has killed a man to have that house. He even pointed you where the man was standing when he died. And you can get the impression he can rip someone in half like a phone book.
I got to figure out how to do that.
Mm. The old I will climb inside of you with my shoes on vibe is typically what he gives off.
Got nice shoes too.
Mm. You okay, Poppy? You're gonna make it?
That is such a visceral image. I can't. I cannot.
You could thank Lana Kane for that one. Artem, you head into the bar, and Cora, we're gonna pick up with you as you're
Okay. Yeah.
walking along the east side of River Street. There are more touristy areas, and some of them are actually still open. You do see the last ferry of the night touching up against the sort of cobble wharf alongside the street. People to hop off from the other side of the river. Potentially they were over at the convention center or some event on the other side where the rather large and opulent hotel you can spot from this side of the shore.
So you think that ferry is exclusive for the hotel?
Oh, no. It's just more about getting to the other side. There's all the convention space. There's the hotel. They do other kind of events in the place because the restaurants in there. It's also just like a river tour. So you get a little bit of a
Oh.
show, and if you want to hop off where the hotel is, you can, or you can just take it all the way around like a loop.
Oh, well, that could be fun to see.
Yeah, it maybe a different night because I think that's the last one. But
Oh, yeah, no, I didn't mean tonight. We still need to find this not burger place you're taking me to.
right, okay, so that changes the idea. It's less local, but there's all kinds of little eateries in here. And he's pointing at some along River Street as you get a little further east. It's still a little touristy, but it's a lot of little restaurants and bars. And most of them are advertising sort of pub fare, but not quite Maine lobster roll, but you also get more sort of like oyster, mussel kind of things.
Gotcha,
Like
yeah.
the kind of things you might see more in a seaport town. So maybe local as an idea, but things are imported, probably. There might be some local flair to how it's done, but he's looking to see what's kind of getting your attention. There's also just, again, pub fare, if that's kind of what you're into.
Sure. Yeah, some sort of seafood sounds really good. That feels pretty Savannah to me.
Mm-hmm. You find, now obviously, Cora's not directly interested in the food per se, but maybe she wants to, if she's looking to feed on him, may want to make sure he's well fed.
That's kind of on my mind. It's like,
Mhm.
yeah, maybe I should make sure that he actually gets something to eat before
Mhm.
I try to feed and like on the way back.
Okay, I'm trying to think what you could do here. There is almost like a seafood fried sandwich
Mm, okay, perfect.
that you could,
Like a po' boy sort of thing.
sure. And it's kind of got that wrapped in tin foil. You're gonna have to sort of like unwrap it as you're
Exactly.
eating
Yeah,
kind of
that's
thing.
perfect.
Whether or not you're going to go along with that, or you're trying to find some way of obfuscating what you're doing, up to you.
Uh, I'll just make sure I just get like a half sandwich,
Okay.
and nibble on it, I guess.
Mhm. Okay. It, I will say, be a act to maintain,
Okay.
but considering this is not your first time in public, having maybe not food, but uh, a little bit of a drink to maintain the illusion and dealing with the fact that you are having a cup of battery acid, it's not that different, just more solid.
Mhm. Gotcha. So
Maybe you
good.
haven't chewed in a while and the act is a little maybe interesting.
Yeah, yeah,
For a
probably.
moment, I would say you're experiencing maybe multiple things at once, reminded of the meals you didn't take the time to enjoy.
Hmm.
So there's this melange of flavors of dormant sense memory,
Mm.
but a rivulet of something acrid and unpleasant running through all of it as you are anchored to the present by the foul taste of a sandwich you cannot eat properly now.
And a lot of hearing that turning of the little dolly in the microwave probably in her head a little
Mm.
bit. It's probably what a lot of Cora's food was.
But as you are walking along, I'm assuming you're asking a little bit more about the city because you found out that he was involved in uh, like some city planning, civic engineer, that kind of stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. Um, and what the sort of plans are for any projects that he's working on right now.
Hmm.
If he finds it hard for them to make a little progress with the city politics.
I mean, the main thing that's really difficult to navigate is that they're always trying to find some way of maintain the historical while updating, modernizing. And he kind of gives like these back and forth little understandable gripes. Like he seems to also enjoy it as the challenge of finding some way to marry the two, but also the fact that you get some of these historical societies who are just, oh, we're gonna try and save that. Who cares about that? It does
What?
there are some things that are just so pointless to try and save. It's like that can go. That's rubbish. But as you are walking along, you do take the long way back. You I'm not sure if we have the pictures in there, Sam, but there is sort of this back alley of brick and cobblestone that runs behind the buildings around River Street that will eventually lead
Yeah,
you back to the same stairway that leads you back down to Chuck's.
there are a couple of spots that I was thinking about. I know as we go farther east,
Mm-hmm.
um, there's like this old like war memorial that's like two halves of like a globe that's like split. And
Mm-hmm.
in between the two halves of that is fairly private, weirdly, as long as there's not a lot of people out. And then also walking around that back, like cobble area where there's like the little walkways to the individual businesses going above the top of it, and there's the park that's elevated. Through that area, as long as there's nobody in the elevated part, is also potentially
Well, that's what
a
I mean.
place.
It's the sort of
Yeah.
alleyway below that walkway that
Okay. Yeah.
between all the
Yeah. Yeah.
businesses. That is the most covert, I would say, that would lead you back to where you're going anyways.
Mhm. I just gotta think about how to get close enough now.
You do notice that the dad bod provides a great many opportunities as parts of his sandwich has fallen, just tiny little pieces. He's not a slob or anything,
Yeah.
but little pieces have fallen onto his polo shirt.
Okay. Perfect. Then I'll stop and get in front of him and in a very familiar sort of way, be like, "You're making a mess here. I've got it for you."
And
And
you're going to take this opportunity to
I'll like brush it off from his collar and
Mhm.
everything, and then maybe kind of expose the neck with the polo a little bit there,
Mhm.
and try to take a bite.
Okay. No, the question is, how much do you take?
Hmm. Yeah. Well, he wasn't drinking. We
Mhm.
don't have anything particularly intimate going on. I
Mhm.
guess I could just take a point to keep myself good, but
Mhm.
I would really love to have at least two.
You can
Hmm.
take 2 without causing a problem.
Okay.
When you go more than that, you start getting in the risky territory. Now he is a bigger guy. Again, a benefit of being a dad bod is there is mass.
Yeah, but I did feed on him last week too, and I just want to make sure he's got like adequate plasma. So we're just gonna do two.
Okay. So write that down
Okay,
and put the 2 on your sheet.
and we'll put the two on the sheet.
When he sort of snaps back to the present, he's sitting on one of the steps that would be
Yeah,
leading down towards Chuck's. And the way that sort of when you're in a bit of a haze or on autopilot, it sort of seems that's where he is as he's just sort of, not mindlessly, but he's just eating his sandwich as if nothing has happened.
yeah.
As if he was just out for a night walk with someone friendly and he lost track of time and he's having a good sandwich.
And if it's
Who among us have not enjoyed such things?
so I like that we decided to stop and get something to finish our meals before we went back in. It's nice.
Yeah. Now I kind of want dessert though. He's kind of just looking around like unconsciously aware that maybe his blood sugar is just a little bit low.
Yeah. All right. Well, I hate to make you make all the decisions, but still a week in this place. So, is there an ice cream place around or something? Does Chuck's have anything?
Yeah, no, they actually do have a dessert menu. It's not amazing, but it's not bad.
Let's head back in then.
Okay.
Here, I'll help you up if you don't mind me.
Are you trying to say I'm old? And he lets you help him up anyways. Is it okay if we fade out from that?
Absolutely. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Fantastic. Unless there's anything else you want to add?
No, that's fine.
Okay. We're going to check back in with Artem finally. I know we've been kind of doing a little bit of start and stop with you. So, as you get into the bar proper, what do you do? You have been told that Kate and Chris are in there. You do not see them.
Has Kate
Oh,
not
ma'am.
made her way back out yet?
Wibbly
I don't know how,
wobbly,
like, timing.
you have just convinced this person to walk away with you.
Okay.
I'd like to look for Chris.
Okay. Now, do you have heightened senses or anything like that?
No heightened senses,
What about
just
acute
irritable
sense?
old man ears.
Okay. You have incentive, is what you're trying to say.
Hmm.
Okay. It's not terribly crowded, but it is a bit of a social needle in a haystack, and the fact that there is 2 levels to this. There's a pool table upstairs. So you might have to look around a bit. So I will just leave this at a 6. It will be perception and alertness.
Perception and alertness. That works for me. Okay. 2 10s.
Nice. Any ones?
No ones. So
Reroll
3
those
successes.
10s. Did you reroll them?
Yes.
Nice. Okay.
The other
It
ones
doesn't
were
take
2s
you.
and 3s.
It doesn't take you too long, as she doesn't quite stumble out, but you do see her wander out of a sort of like a nook of these little outcroppings of brick, and she is slinging back a small glass, or actually a small shot of tequila, and licking salt off the thumb joint. And it's rather akin to how you've seen some people sort of like wipe blood off their lip.
Mm-hmm. Clever.
And she just sort of walks up to, hey, you're here.
Hey, how are you doing?
So good.
Good. Wanna go sit?
Yeah, okay. She's looking at you like, I'm getting the impression as storyteller that you're just checking in on someone who might be in trouble.
Yeah, pretty much.
So you're giving off a little bit of concern rather than just casual air.
I'll try to give off a casual air. We'll see how that goes.
Okay.
I would like to surreptitiously, if I can,
Mhm.
take a look maybe into that nook and make sure there isn't anyone passed out dead in there.
Do you want to just peek around her shoulder real quick, or do you want to try
Yeah.
and roll for this?
Well, yeah, I'll
Do you
try
want
and
to-
roll for it.
Okay.
To
So
be subtle.
I'm trying to think of how to roll this. Let's go with perception stealth, because you know
Stealth.
where you're
Okay.
looking.
Mm.
It's more a case of actually either perception or manipulation, whichever one would make more sense for you.
We'll say manipulation because I really don't think I'm going to have trouble seeing. I think I'm going to have trouble passing it off as
Yeah,
I'm not doing
okay.
anything.
Let's go with manipulation stealth then.
Okay. My die pool just shrank considerably. Hey.
Okay.
Oh, that's all right. One
There's one success.
success.
Okay. Perhaps she's not realizing that you are double checking her homework.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't notice. And you just see this one dude kind of just giving this stretch. Just, yeah. Just
Definitely breathing.
He's breathing.
Okay.
And he's counting his lucky stars. We'll go with that. So So you're walking along, you find maybe a booth or a table. What are you looking for?
Yeah. I might I'd probably look for a booth, but if she wants to lead us back to where everyone else was sitting, that'd be fine.
She's gonna find a booth that's pretty much right where the table was.
Okay.
Now that it's getting a little bit later, things have started to clear out just a little bit. Do you try and sit next to her or across from her?
Let's sit across.
Okay. And she's sitting there holding her little shot glass, going, "Oh, I should have got something else." So what was the thing you had to go do?
Oh, some of the crap for the stairs showed up. I figured I'd get it all ready to go for tomorrow.
Was he there?
Mhm.
How was that?
Well, I'm still here, aren't I?
But for how long?
We'll see.
Mhm, mhm. Were you checking up on me?
Just now?
I wasn't saying just now.
Yeah.
She does kind of lean across the table. Her hair is a little more wild than it was. And you see that sort of rash of studs on the left sleeve leading from her shoulder along the sleeve of her jacket, glinting in a little bit of the light. Do you think I need a babysitter?
I'm just trying to stick around as long as I can.
Yeah. Join the club.
Well, now that I've ruined your night, can I get you a drink?
See, next time lead with that. And she stops actually for a second, and she remembers she wasn't the only one that was flashing claws tonight. Have you eaten?
Not yet.
Well, still a little bit of moonlight left.
Yeah, we'll see if an opportunity presents itself.
Okay. Do you go up and try and find anything, or?
I'll find a drink, maybe look around.
Okay. Well, much like the others, are you looking for someone or some type in particular?
I think Artem is looking for something that would be very easy.
You want to
Just
reword
like
that a bit?
lead out. Well, no, honestly.
Commitment to the bit. Okay.
An easy person to just take somewhere and you know, leave them in a similar state that Chris has already demonstrated. And if there doesn't seem like there's anything easy around, he's got other options.
Oh, I know a way to mess with them.
Oh, God.
Your first night at the bar, you saw a lady,
Same guy.
same woman.
Oh, okay. Wait, I'm
With
sorry.
the-
Finish your sentence. I think we're on
With the
different pages.
flannel shirt that was wrapped around her waist that you went and frolicked with in the back of a borrowed Range Rover. It's like he's walking through the Mind Palace right now, trying to remember his past sins.
Wasn't a sin. It was good, clean family fun.
Leave that one where it is. Now, she turns and sees you. But it's across the bar. Do you go up and say anything?
Artem is walking up to the bar. He'll probably catch eyes. And basically tilt his head at the bar, asking her if she wants anything.
Oh, you're going for that same... Can I interest
Probably
you
not
with
the
some
same
pilfered
one.
liquor kind of thing?
I may just buy this one.
Okay.
But,
you're going to try and buy a bottle or buy a drink?
Probably just a drink.
Okay. Do you try and buy the same thing that you had gotten last time?
Well, I think the thing I got last time was a bottle.
Yeah, but what I mean is...
Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure. Why not?
Okay. So you buy two? One for you, one for her?
One for Chris. Yeah, probably just do two. We'll get Chris later.
Fair enough. One track mind. So do you walk over to her, or are you trying to get her to come over to you?
No, I'll walk over to her.
Okay. Well, you have got a lot of nerve.
I also have vodka.
That you do. She takes that. Don't call, don't text. I mean, at this stage of things, most girls would even expect a dick pic, but you don't have the decency for that.
Is that what you'd prefer?
I prefer at least follow-up. It might tweak in your head. You were meant to follow up with another woman this week.
Yeah, he's not good at that, is he?
No, it has become a pattern. So is there anything you want to say to me? And she's looking at you as she's taking a long sip, just finishing this in one gulp.
Just that you look nice tonight.
That's it.
He'll get up and leave. I said he'll get up and leave.
Okay. Ooh. I think on that social cue failure moment, it's a good time for us to go to break.
Have to play the character I made, Graham.
Nope. No, I respect that. Just this mountain of chiseled beef. Yeah, he's charisma was a dump stat. We got it. Okay. We'll be back here in a few minutes, folks. Go get your drinks, go get your snacks. Yeah. Did he change, or is he still wearing his little shorts from the gym? Because this might change.
He would have
things.
changed, yeah.
Okay. Well, I tried to give you a mulligan. All right, we'll be back in a little bit, folks. Welcome back to Savannah by Night. We're just checking in with our crew as they've been meandering around the bar, either in it or along the same street, as they, for the most part, accomplish a bit of feeding. Although one so far has had a bit of trouble. I'm sure that has nothing to do in small part with his decision making and word choice. But we pick back up at a woman actually not throwing a drink in his face as much as just drinking it and walking away. Or, no, in
Actually,
this
he
case,
walked away.
he walked
Excuse
away.
me.
Oh, much better.
Mm-hmm.
If only he was wearing his booty shorts from when he was at the gym, this may have gone very differently.
You can probably still see it.
He just forgot to wear a belt, or okay. Anywho, as he
He might wear tight pants. You don't know.
is he, or is it back to track pants?
You'd be surprised.
I need everyone to look at the stream right now.
Mm-hmm.
Did Ink do that?
Incredible. Incredible.
Okay.
Ink
Whose
did
birthday
that,
is it? We have
and
cake.
then we cropped it and zoomed in.
Thank you, Ink.
All right, let's bring it back in. So, Artem, you have, I suppose, Slavic guys don't look at explosions as you've walked away from this conversational train wreck.
Mm-hmm.
Are you going to get another drink to bring back for
Nah,
Chris,
I'll
or are
just
you
give
giving
Chris
her the
one
one
I've
that
got.
you? Okay.
Yeah.
So you sit back down, push it over towards her.
Mm-hmm.
She looks up from her phone. Oh, we at least got to get you a better sense of, if you're going to get vodka, get better vodka. Clang.
My experience, it doesn't make a big difference.
I mean, and she leans, I'm not really tasting it, but you kind of want to not smell gasoline.
Makes you feel alive.
Sure. Anyways. And she gets a little more serious. Look, thanks for letting me have a bit of time by myself without a minder. But I don't need one. You don't need to keep checking up on me.
So, my perspective, right? I have a job I have to do. And if I don't do it, there are consequences. So, if I'm supposed to be looking for someone and I look around, I can't find them, maybe, see my life flash before my eyes a little bit. Which I'm sure just gave you so many ideas, but
Fewer than you think.
I mean, we are end goal is, I mean, I don't think you need one either, but we've got a guy who we have to convince that's the case. It's not about convincing me.
Yeah.
And today, as I told you already, he saw that you'd been left alone somewhere.
And how did he react to that?
Well, not great, but not horribly. And so now we go back, act like nothing happened, because nothing did happen.
As far as you know. God, I wish I had another drink right now.
In a second. But, you know, it's just about warming him up to the idea, right?
Yeah. And she leans forward. She's scratching at her forehead a little bit. I've just been trying to warm him up for that for 2 fucking years.
They're old, man. Kind of looks around, makes sure that they're like, you know, no one is overhearing this conversation. Yours is different than my experience, but some things are the same. They're old, they don't like change, and they can take a little while for them to either see what's in front of them or register that something is different.
Yeah. And the far away sort of middle distance look, you know that she's replaying something in her head. Yeah. And she'll lean back a little bit, start playing with that glass in her hands. And that's when I would say Kate can wander back. You might do a slight scan as you're getting up to that table, but then immediately see them in a booth adjacent to that.
Is Rhonda leaving the bar at this point? Like, in order to have me rejoin, I'm just trying to figure out if we need to play that or if we can just say, like, she's...
I'd say you got the number. She's on her way out. Maybe you put her in a cab.
Okay.
So you're wandering back over. Take a seat. Do you...
Chris, scoot over.
And without really moving her shoulders, her lower body seems to shift. Okay. It sort of seems like
Actually, no.
so far
Instead
the
of
fight
telling
has been
her
taken out of...
to scoot over, I'm
Mhm.
gonna harken back to the earlier dare because Kate's
Oh, you
got
want to
the
retcon
post
this
feet
a
high.
tiny bit?
Yes. Kate's just gonna sit down in her lap.
Okay.
Hi, Artem.
Up.
Hands immediately find hips. Look, I'm not mad. I am proud of you. I'm just surprised. Who knew you had follow through?
I mean, I don't think you'd be questioning that if you saw me a couple minutes ago.
She'll give sort of like a little jiggle to the hips, like, oh, I think I'm getting a sense. Whatever emotional crash that she was sort of in the middle of, you have managed to sort of unplateau it. Whether intentionally or not, it may just be that Kate's post-feed high has inadvertently improved someone else's night. Or at least prevented it from getting worse.
So, Chris, are you still hangry? Or did
Oh,
you solve that
why?
problem?
Yeah. I guess so did you.
Mm-hmm. Not this one, though, I can tell. He looks depressed.
No, that's just his face.
Yeah,
I
it's just his
always look like
face.
this.
You gotta work on that.
Don't see why.
He's got that like resting Jeremy Renner thing going on.
I have no idea who that is.
We'll have to show him some clips.
Yeah. Are we gonna have to have like a movie night?
Oh
For
my
him and
god,
Cora?
can we?
I bet Cora's into like really weird existential German art films.
You know, I think maybe that's what she wants people to think, but she's into like really sort of schlocky stuff like Good Burger. Like maybe over in Europe that's considered obscure American fine cinema.
I can't wait to find out.
What's Artem doing all of this other than just being the brunt?
Disassociating mostly.
Is he thinking about anything in particular? Anything he has to do? Any other texts he needs to be sending out? Or phone calls?
I'm supposed to be the unfun one, Artem. But you are really we're really rooting for first place.
I do like to win.
No, this is losing.
It's how you define it. I think Artem is going to send a very short text message.
Mm-hmm.
That says tomorrow question mark Yvette.
Who are you texting, Artem? You missed it, but we all share messages now.
What?
Chris
Oh,
got
just
a phone.
some oh,
I
she
would
can't
reach
do
for
that.
his phone, but I have my hands full.
I'll try to reach for Artem's phone.
Okay.
I'm probably not going to do very well, but a little bit of this, I think, is the Cherry Collins
Yeah.
that Rhonda had.
So I'll have you roll Dex and I'd say larceny, or if you can make an argument for something else. That's gonna have to be Dex.
I am not good at this. You know what? We're just gonna roll these two for Dex with what is it, 7 now?
Yeah.
This is not my strength, but it's
Artem?
fine. I got a success.
I will say it is for you strength and athletics.
Okay.
Or actually for Kate, I'll allow you to do athletics for this. So Dex and athletics.
Still have none of that.
Okay. Well,
Again, I was built for court.
Not the basketball court. Got it.
Nope.
So for Artem, yeah, I'll let you do strength and athletics.
Okay.
Because you're trying to just hold on to this.
Okay.
I've never wanted you to botch so badly.
Well, here's the wild card. Chris is right there.
Oh God. Okay. Uh, 3.
Yeah, I imagine she tries to reach for it and you just very calmly pull it back. You almost pull her across the table, but the grip on her hips from Chris just keeps her in place and the phone leaves Fulton's grasp.
No, thank you.
No sense of teamwork. No sense of camaraderie.
I
Oh,
am
that's
more of a
rich.
solo act.
What was that, Chris?
That's rich coming from you.
In what way?
Well, how have you been a team player?
Didn't I organize this Chuck's adventure?
Whoa, 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 whoa. You're saying going to the bar is going to be your big, I'm a team player.
I've been here a week.
Relax, Blue. I'm just teasing. And she'll give you a little jiggle like she's shaking a magic 8-ball. You did this to yourself. That's all I'm going to say, Dreamy.
I am fine.
Okay. Is there anything you two want to cover while we're here? Other than Chris's lab, we have established that.
I'll probably crack some jokes about discovering what her type is and
Oh, you think you know?
I mean, I'm still here, aren't I?
So is Artem.
Artem's not sitting in your lap.
You don't know what we get to up at home.
That's
I'm
true.
gonna look over at Artem. Nah.
See, at home, he's the one getting stuck in the washer and dryer.
I think Elena needs a minute. Okay, whatever kind of kissing cousins nonsense you want to get up to, that's your thing.
Ooh. Do you know much about Costello? You seemed all affronted about him earlier.
I know what department he works with.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Maybe direct those kissing cousins comments at him next time you see him. See how he reacts. I've never done. I'm just very curious.
Oh, and you're going to be there to witness said reaction?
I would like to be. I mean, if you want to send me a little text saying that you're about to do it, yeah.
Let's see what happens next time.
She's not gonna
And
do it.
Hey, how did your bet with Ellie go?
My bet with Ellie?
Mm-hmm.
I am $200 poorer.
Okay, so maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you do have follow through.
We've established this.
Look, once is happenstance, twice is the start of maybe a pattern. So, if we can pass out from teasing Kate about all this, let's pick up with. We'll go with Poppy. So you've gotten your mouse to slightly swoon. You have formulated the thought of maybe trying to find some place for her to do her art show. You haven't presented any ideas just yet, but with all that in the air, what's your plan now? Are you walking back to the bar?
Um, yeah, I want to start. Well, 'cause I don't want to bring her in and have everybody like see her,
Mm-hmm.
which is a problem, a predicament perhaps that I have gotten myself in, even though a lot of people have already seen her. Um,
Probably the safest people have seen her.
it's very true. Um,
Like the least conniving of your troop have vaguely seen her.
yeah. So maybe, I mean, are we near her dorm?
No, you'd have to.
That's
Uh,
a bit of a way. Oh yeah,
it's a
because she
bit of a
drove
way.
over with Mads Mikkelsen. Not
Mhm.
Mads Mikkelsen, the driver. Um, Played by Mads Mikkelsen. Um, I may, in that case, maybe we find another bar and I text Cora that like it let me know when you're about to leave and I'll meet up with you.
Okay.
And then I think in a postscript, she won't write PS, but
Mhm.
that's the vibe. She'll be like nervous about bringing Heidi back into Chuck's with everybody. Um,
Yes.
and then in
We
parentheses, please don't be offended.
we can be a little much even for ourselves right now.
She'll heart react. Um, and then just say, just text me when you're ready to head out and I'll come with.
Uh, Same goes for you.
Okay.
I'd say, Cora, you're answering these messages as you're walking back into the bar. After making sure
Perfect.
that Bill has not toppled over somewhere, he's fine. He's gone to go find his friend, probably to get out of there soon. But you do see a sight at one of the booths, and we can pick up with that in a moment. I was
Mhm.
going to let you process that for a sec, and we'll go back to Poppy here. Is there anything that you want to bring up with her? Is there any, um,
Um,
other than having Cora as a potential out with this, is there any end goal now?
um, she may want like a little snacky.
Hmm.
So wherever they do end up, if there is a dark corner or another room or a bathroom stall, uh,
That might be
in,
a little risky because that would
okay.
be 3 times you would have fed from her in the last week.
Okay, yeah, that is risky then. And Poppy would know that, right?
I would hope.
Okay. So in that case, she will be fine. She will refrain from that.
Hmm.
And just, I think, really try to like get to know Heidi.
Hmm.
Um, and try to focus more, I think, is what she's trying to do, so as to push away the fuckboy allegations, to try to be as
Now, to be
present as possible
clear,
with her. Yeah.
Poppy was the one that made those accusations of herself.
Yes. Well, so did Nico,
He
kinda.
never said the words,
Well, no, he didn't, but he meant that.
did he?
Yeah,
Hmm?
he compared me to behavior that my unfortunate sire used to do.
And you didn't deny, and then you started applying your own terms to it.
This is true.
Mm. So I'm gaslighting you into believing it was your own idea. Got it. Okay.
Correct. Yes, and it's working.
Hmm.
But yeah, no, I think she's really trying to be present with Heidi, learn more about her in the short little time that they have left in the evening. Um, and I think her goal for the evening is to get her talking, it to see if she can get her into the zone of like, I don't know, speaking without thinking about the other person listening as much, just kind of I don't know, when you're
There's a couple of
In the
things
zone,
where
talking about things you like.
someone that's often very sort of meek and quiet has often been told that they talk too much or has in some way been made to feel like their interest, hobbies are bothersome to someone else. But also, the most attractive a person can ever really look is when you get them to talk about something they're really passionate about.
Right.
So the question is, you're trying to find what that is. Other than, the art, you're trying to find who she is beyond that interest. That's something that she's obviously quite passionate about. It's something that you even kind of share on a certain level.
Yeah,
But you want to know that there's more to the person than that.
exactly.
Okay. She'll start telling you of home. She's not from Savannah. It's not quite the... Poppy seems almost embarrassed about Connecticut. Is that correct?
Yeah, she really
Yeah.
is.
Okay. She comes from a little further north, almost New England-esque, but not quite there. Like it's a place it almost wants to be, but it wasn't there early enough.
Hmm.
Similar small town vibe. And she wanted to get away. So, and you can tell from her, mousiness that was probably the biggest decision she's ever made.
Mm.
She's not here with friends or family. She's made friends, but utterly on her own. Not without support. So she ran away, but she came here to build something different from what she was used to. And the more she talks, little bits and pieces, things that she misses about home, things like home cooking. And Chef Boy Howdy, as fun as he is, does not provide the home cooked warm meal. And that's something she's really been missing. So she's been trying to find little cooking channels online to get better at that because she never really focused on it when she was younger. And now that she's
Cool.
on her own, and while she's not swimming in cash, she doesn't have to live on exclusively top ramen.
Mm.
Just a lot of the time. And then whatever budget she has for going out to the bar on occasion. So you would maybe get the impression of she has some passions, some drives, and it took a lot just to come out here, let alone come out to meet some woman that she just met who kind of seems to interest her, but she's trying to downplay it a little bit, even though there has been like the hand holding, the everything else. But it's like, oh god, she seems to like me. Maybe she doesn't. Maybe she's just like she gets into her own head at moments, and it's very easy to see when that happens. But there's a lack of egocentrism.
Mm.
Not a lack of self-worth, but not over ascribing a sense of entitled worth, maybe would be the comparison to make.
Mm-hmm.
Perhaps an obvious one. But she's been wanting to explore more of the city. She hasn't had as much time or means to do so. But she has made it out to a few places. So it's a lot of little things, of things that she's trying to do, things that she wants to do. giving you these little windows into who she is, maybe who she wants to be.
Cool. I think that will feed Poppy in a way that is not a blood way. That's nice. Also, it's nice for Poppy to not speak for a little bit. Because she does like to yammer.
And as we were starting this off with someone who has maybe felt self-conscious about talking, she at one point she realized she's been going on at length with a lot of energy, and then she goes, I've been talking a lot, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. I'm glad to hear you speak and to learn about you. I really am.
And there is that reflex to try and look down or away in some manner, but she doesn't quite meet the eyes, but she's not looking away fully this time. She just tries to do the one brave thing where she reaches for your hand with both of hers.
Yay! Poppy totally will have her hand ready to be received. And will feel almost like it's a bit of a win for her in a way. Um, in her own little selfish way. Um,
How Toreador.
yeah. Well, someone has to. Um, yeah. She's thrilled by that.
Okay. Now, I assume you're not, given the time frame, you're not going to try and go back to her dorm.
No, I'll probably after a while just be like, hey, I have to meet up with my friend. She's back at Chuck's. She's gonna drive me home.
Mm-hmm. But I assume you try and get her in a ride share to send her home.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'll get an Uber or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Okay. And not to mess with you any further, it won't be the driver. It'll just be some random
Thank you.
individual.
Very good.
For a moment, it's a similar car. You do probably peer through the window with that little panic. And then, even though you don't have to breathe, there's that little sigh of relief of, okay, it's not him, it's fine. And you send
He
her off on
knows
her merry
everything.
way. And you start walking back towards the bar, where we will allow you to rejoin the scene soon, but let's pick up with Cora entering in this other scene where Kate is making friends.
Yes. Cora's gonna walk right up to that situation and put a hand on either of their shoulders and go, well, this is new.
Hi, Cora.
Oh, we've been doing this behind everyone's back. It's just we don't care anymore.
You can finally live out in the open.
I'm glad you're getting along so well then.
Okay, now you're heavy. Get off Mama's lap.
Do you care to finish that statement?
I just did. And she'll try and shuffle you off, but she'll give you a little pat.
I'll allow myself to be scooted over.
Mm-hmm.
So, what's eating you? She'll turn over to Artem.
This is my face again.
He's got grumpy old manitis.
Well, listen, if this is your scene, I was thinking probably not tonight because we don't have enough time. But it would be great to catch like a soccer game or something together, don't you think?
Yeah, wait. Football. Yeah, absolutely.
I'm trying to fit in, but yes.
Do they have that here, Chris? I know about the baseball team.
I mean, as far as I know, there's just like high school teams. I don't think there's any like teams.
So a sports bar then or something.
Yeah, probably have something on.
Oh, there's a few. And she actually does kind of space off as she is trying to think of some.
Could be one
There's not like
benefit
a
of
place where little fans go to get together.
I don't think we're metropolitan enough for that kind of multiculturalism.
Okay, well. Once I have a television.
that would be
Oh,
great.
oh. If you ask Atherton, they probably have something like that.
Huh. Oh, so like a little room or something that we could use to get together.
I mean, for like, watching sports from the old world, yeah, maybe.
That's a good idea.
I mean, it's not all. You should look around, making sure there's no. It's not all just politics and backbiting. I mean, it usually is, but it's sometimes they just want to have like a fucking parlor game.
Well, I like it then. We'll rent out the clubhouse or whatever it is that we need to do.
What kind of parlor games do they play?
Think like uh guessing games, but the clues are really out of date.
That sounds awful.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, that's just an example.
Crossword puzzles, I know some of them like.
Who's in the crossword puzzles?
My dad. And well,
Wait,
lump.
you call him your dad?
I'm sure it's
Basic.
setting dependent.
Sort of both a little. Should I not?
No, that's just wildly different than my experience. I'm fascinated.
So what's your
Well,
experience?
I had a
Yeah.
CEO. Are you surprised?
No, I just want to hear it out loud.
And what's your experience been?
Cloistered.
Fine. Is that why he came?
I just really wanted to the
Come
pleasure
and
of your company, Kate.
sit at a bar and stare and not have fun.
Mm-hmm.
Riveting.
It's what I do best.
Artem, at this point, you do get a text back. Sure, but I picked the place. I'll let you pick me up. And then we'll go for a drive.
Hmm.
You okay, Sam?
Can I read some of what Artem's feeling?
He is sitting across from you and the screen is facing him.
Not like, sorry, not read. Read.
Hey, look. Well,
Like his expressions.
I think his expression has been, well,
Neutral.
Jeremy Renner-esque, as we've previously established.
Yeah.
So I would say there's not really much to read there.
I am an open book.
Too bad the
Nothing-
pages are blank.
Yeah, I was gonna say. It's a blank ass diary. So I'd say a little bit of bantering, a little bit back and forth. But Cora, do you have anything that you want to bring up with them before I have Poppy re-enter the scene?
Um, maybe actually it would be perfect as Poppy is coming back for
Okay.
Cora to say, so Chris, did you mention that word we were using earlier to Artem?
No, I thought I would let the rest of you do that. And I would say that would be a perfect moment for Poppy to be wandering in to hear just the tail end of it.
What are we doing to Artem?
Oh God.
I'm trying to convince him to have fun, but I don't think it's possible.
Oh, no, that's
Or,
just his face.
She gets me.
or I was hoping that we could maybe mention that sort of special theme that we were thinking about.
Yes. So like lean over, or she'll come and sit down, and then lean towards you. Coterie. Coterie. Have you heard it?
He has not.
So it's
English not that
like,
good.
well, I really hadn't heard the word either. I've been speaking English
Pretty
my
sure
whole
it's
life, but
Latin based.
or French, the IE. I don't know.
Either way,
Oh.
But it basically means like a group of folks like us who look out for each other and like have each other's back. And like what I've added is have an awesome group chat. So, uh, but I've heard other people like us use that word. Actually, my friend Nico brought it up. So yeah, I like it. I think it's cool, and I feel like we do. I mean, we're in early stages here of best friendship, but like we stick together. You
you
know,
do
we have
catch Chris kind of give Kate a little bit of a look of like, okay, let's see, like we'll give this some runway, see where it goes, kind of thing.
mm,
I feel like Kate matches that. They're both thinking the same thing. Same time, like, I mean, we'll
But
let
at
her
the
have this
same,
moment.
but at the same time, she's looking at Poppy like she's the one person that probably really gets her. So she's if anybody's going to be given the benefit of the doubt out of the
Mhm.
group, it will be Poppy.
to my detriment. But yeah, like that's just it's a word, vocab. We're learning, we're expanding. Uh, yeah,
Sounds
And
a little like what we're doing already.
right. That's what I'm saying. Like we're already halfway there, living on a prayer.
I'm glad I wasn't the only one thinking it.
Yeah, I mean, I tend to agree, really. So, not that I know a whole lot about much things, but
You know a lot. You know a lot.
mm, maybe
You're
about
very
driving in
wise.
circles.
Oh, well, that too.
Poppy, Chris
That too.
decided that we do need Artem and Cora to join us for an American movie night.
Yes, yes, yes. What's the genre? What's the vibe?
What was it, Chris? Good Burger?
Good Burger? Like,
I
welcome to
was
Good
putting,
Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can
yeah,
I
I
take
was
your
putting
order,
out a
Good
guess
Burger?
because there was this idea that she looks at Cora at this point that she would, have hoity-toity European taste, but I thought she was more one of the people.
Mm. What kind of movies do you like, Cora?
Um,
Don't let me down.
what does Cora like? Um, I'm speaking in the third person to myself for a second while I think about this. I don't know if the player has really considered what Cora likes to watch as movies.
This is incredibly Malkavian.
Uh,
Well, let's start with this. Would she have like watched movies on flights at any point?
mm, I mean, she took the train most places,
Mhm.
if she was going from country to country, and she was probably just doing research while she was riding the train. Um, so,
She has
um,
no taste in movies, is what you're saying.
frankly, it's a little underdeveloped.
Mm.
Um, whatever happened to be on, usually, I mean, just like anywhere, you see older things all the time. So I'm going to have to get back to all of the players on this, on what realistically would Cora have seen if she was just channel surfing, and found interesting.
A lot of
So
Ferris Bueller,
let's
but dubbed in
presume she
Spanish.
gives a response.
Okay. Okay. So what I'm hearing is you need some exposure therapy,
Mhm.
and we're gonna find movies.
And what about you, Artem? Not to stereotype, but did you learn English from like a TV show or school or
It was mostly TV and movies, yeah.
okay, what was your go-to movie
Mm.
or show?
I didn't really like the things that were on most of the time in English.
Mm.
So let's not
Real
watch any
Housewives of
90s mob
Latvia.
movies.
I hope that exists. That's amazing.
Is that Artem laughing or just Martel?
Yeah, he'd
I
probably
think we
laugh.
broke.
Oh shit, we put a crack in that armor.
Mm. No, that probably would have been much better.
Oh god, what would be worse?
Bill.
You've ever seen any of those like 90s gangster movies?
No, maybe.
Oh, they're
You're
so
gonna-
shit.
You're gonna have to narrow that down, I think.
Oh, let's see. Oh shit. Yeah. I can't use my mouse right now, so I cannot do the research
Okay.
on the spot. Let's pursue.
We'll just
Insert name of
pretend-
appropriate films here.
Right.
We'll say
yeah.
like early Guy Ritchie work.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
And okay, well that actually explains a couple things.
What about you, Chris? What's your favorite film?
Favorite film?
Mhm.
Twilight. Bitch, I will cut you.
I would like
So
to see you
fun,
try.
Why don't you ask Tabby?
That was an experience to watch.
Uh-huh. I got really into Gangs of New York at one point, and I don't know why.
Somehow that fits.
I think it was all the fish hooking. It spoke to me on a level.
Fascinating. Terrifying.
And she just grins at you for a moment. No, we'll find something.
Yeah, we'll find something. And also, we can have multiple movie nights. We can go genre by genre, go down the list, Wikipedia it. Could be a whole thing.
Yeah, although I wonder how Atherton's gonna feel about always using that space for that.
Maybe he's secretly a film buff. Maybe we find out what he likes. We invite him. He might want a night off. I don't know if he's allowed a night off, though.
Feels like a Cary Grant man.
Yeah, he has that
Feel like-
sensibility.
Philadelphia Story, definitely.
Mm.
So as we sort of ponder the various movie choices and point out that Artem and Cora maybe have some deficiencies in their media consumption, which is probably healthy when you really sit down and think about it.
Mm-hmm.
But that may be something we can address at a later point. Everyone should probably be heading out shortly in their various directions.
Kate will ask Poppy if she needs a ride, not wanting Cora to always have to be the chauffeur. But
Oh,
will not be
sure.
offended if you pick with Cora.
No, that's fine. That makes sense. Unless Cora, you were expecting me.
For the record, I don't mind taking people places. But if you'd rather go with Kate tonight, that's fine.
Sure. I haven't seen Kate as much, so.
Of course. Besides, I should probably place a call anyway.
You calling your dad?
No, yeah, he'll be asleep probably
right,
at this
time
time of
zones.
night.
For the record, I don't mean to sound so bitchy about it. It's a habit, but I do think that's sweet.
It was a nice change for me. But no, I'm going to call Vega.
Oh,
Oh,
You do see Chris just sort of turn and look.
I think
You
we've
want
all
to
been up
invite
to
that?
things here that need to be. No.
I was gonna say, which one of you fuck ups ruined it for the rest of us? Just gotta look at Artem. It was you, wasn't it?
It's always me.
I mean, I said earlier tonight I needed to call her back, that, it's the dancing thing and all that, and if I survived a week, then I should call her. So.
She shoulder bumps Kate, just doubt.
Hmm.
Just tell her it's a booty call.
Yeah, I noticed you said dancing and not any of the other things she does.
Okay, yes. She is an interesting person, I will say that, sure. But right now I'm looking for ways to make some money.
Oh, okay. Okay, Cora.
Artem, you look like you got something.
Can I just look around to see if Vega's here?
Oh no.
Chris has been sitting in Vega's lap this whole time and you never noticed.
Oh my
A stack
god.
of three.
It's just laps all the way down.
She just sort of the booth sort of becomes her. I've been here the whole time.
Hola.
Honestly, that's like Leslie Nielsen wearing like a costume that is the same color as
Mhm.
the background.
You can look around, Artem.
Okay.
Wait a minute, he can look around.
Awareness plus perception.
It would be alertness.
Same stat.
Okay.
Or sorry, same number.
It's going to be a 9.
Beautiful. 9, huh? Well, I didn't botch,
Mm-hmm.
but I did not get any successes either.
Okay. Well, live with that mystery.
Hmm.
But the question is, if Cora's about to call her, does the phone start ringing from somewhere in the bar?
Got our ears open.
She wouldn't have her
Well,
phone loud.
if you want me to hijack this scene as much as I already am and do it now, here we go.
Do you want to do that in front of all of them, or do you want to step aside?
We're a budding new team, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay,
Let's
just
do
making
it.
sure.
Okay.
Are you putting her on speaker, or is just
I can't
Don't
put
do
it on
that.
speaker. Oh my god.
Chris is actually just reaching across? Put it on speaker. Put it on speaker.
Oh, no,
No,
no.
no. Oh my
I'm a-
god.
I'm a professional. Okay.
Are you sure you want to call her in front of all of us?
She's not a professional.
I will
a
not.
professional at making phone calls.
It's not speaker. I have phone. I don't know why I'm using my hands as a prop. Here we go.
So you do call her?
Yes, I call her,
Now, here's the question I'm going to
but
ask
not
everyone
on
here.
speaker.
Okay. Does everyone shut the hell up? Or is this going to be like that thing in like high school, early college, when everyone starts
Put your
making,
pants back on.
yeah,
Classic.
someone's calling their mom and they start making awful, awful sounds. Does everyone
I'm
keep
going
it
to.
cool, or do
I'm
Mhm.
we?
keeping it cool. I'm
Okay.
What's
cool.
Chris doing?
Cucumber like.
I don't like to telegraph until Cora has made some decisions.
Artem is ready with the hand over
You're
the
across
mouth.
the bar. Kate is ready with the hand.
I thought we'd gotten up.
Okay.
I thought we were all still at the booth.
You're at the booth.
Okay.
And when I said bar, I meant booth.
Yeah. So, Cora, you're calling.
I'm calling.
You hear no ringing coming from inside the house. Two rings. Hola.
Yeah.
Are you in trouble?
No trouble.
Would you
I've
like
made
to
it a
be?
week. Well, uh, well, you said, if I survived for long enough that I should give you a call, and so here I am.
I see. It's a bit late right now. What are you doing tomorrow night?
So far, it's an open schedule, so the first
Keep it
thing,
that way. I'll
all
call
right.
you. Click.
Okay, so at a time yet to be determined, I'm going to be found, and we'll see where that goes.
She'll track you down. She knows where you live. Incredible.
Actually, she might.
He probably does.
Probably.
Yeah, that's so true. She's in our walls.
Oh, okay, so
So, on a scale of 1 to 10, Iskra,
mhm.
how flustered is Cora after that call?
I think we've established the word is caroused.
The would you like to be definitely through her?
Right.
So little bit. I mean, she's still kind of crushing on her German guy, so it's conflicted. But yeah,
And her Italian
she,
guy.
but yes, she was flustered.
Mm-hmm.
On a scale of 1 to 10, I don't know.
A 12, got it. During all this, Kate, you would have gotten a follow-up text from Belle. First one asking, just to be clear, it would be asking, somewhere we can talk openly, or does it matter?
Openly preferred. I'll even add work last night was kind of shit. Would love to be able to talk about it.
She'll send you a couple of places, but we'll discuss that after stream.
Does anyone try to take Kate's phone in that moment?
I was thinking
Oh.
about it.
You are across the booth from her, so like what happened earlier, you could do the reverse where you're trying to reach for it. Does Artem want to have fun, or does he want to remain taciturn?
That's just his face.
It doesn't take away from the truth of it, now does it?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Let's go with... Because I think you're probably trying to do this quickly, right? Let's go with Dex, and I'll allow athletics.
What am I rolling?
Sounds good to me.
I think the same thing. Unless you have an argument for something else.
My 2 little dice. Hey.
You know what? I'll actually let you roll that at a lower difficulty because you're probably on edge.
Mm-hmm. That was just 1 success. The success was a 10, but the follow-up did not add any additional successes.
Does it being a 5 difficulty change that at
Nope.
all? Okay, I tried.
Would you like me to roll at a higher difficulty?
No, we'll go with the 6.
So spoiler alert, I'm getting that phone.
Turnabout is fair play. 5 successes. I'd say Kate managed to... Did you respond to this at all, or did you just read it?
I would have gone ahead and responded.
Okay. Your response already would have been sent.
Mm-hmm. So you could see the work was shit.
Mm-hmm. Now the question is, what do you do with that now that you have it?
I'm gonna give it a very quick scan.
Do you scroll or just look at the last message sent?
Probably just look at the last message sent.
Okay. Or just a quick glance, not a rifling through the messages.
Right.
Okay. Do you hand it
Basically,
back immediately?
He's gonna look. He's gonna see work was kind of shit. He's gonna feel bad, and then he's going to. Yeah, he'll hand it back pretty much immediately.
Okay.
Teaches me to answer texts around you degenerates.
I have all her passwords now.
Oh God, he's driving me home.
You'll be fine.
Why does he have to be the one to drive?
That's a story for another time, and we're trying to have a fun, breezy evening.
My bad. I take it all back.
It's because I'm the good-looking one.
Do you need me to sit in your lap again, Chris?
Oh, I missed a lot.
Oh, there's room for 2.
Oh, excellent. Perfection. Poppy will like scoot over and sit on a leg.
2 thighs, no waiting.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
Mm-hmm.
I give it like a solid 8 out of 10. Quite
You didn't even
muscly.
get the hip grips.
Oh,
there were hands
oh.
immediately
Okay,
on
okay.
those. Okay.
So,
Wow, I missed a whole party.
Poppy, though, yeah, when you left for dinner, you had a lot of questions. Did you get closer to any answers?
Yes. I think so. I mostly just now. I practiced active listening while we were out, and it was very nice. I had a good time.
So you're like dating now.
Maybe, sort of, possibly. I mean, I've gone out with her like 3 times.
We've
So,
only been here a week.
right.
Oh, so
But
you're like married.
no,
Full
no.
U-Haul.
It's like when you're friends
Have you
with
gotten a cat
somebody.
together yet?
Yeah, no,
That's tomorrow.
no.
That didn't sound
It's
sure of yourself.
I don't know. I'm just trying to have a
I heard
nice
the question
time.
mark too, right? That wasn't just
Mhm.
me? Okay.
Mm.
Listen, Poppy, I don't think you're doing anything wrong. It seems very nice,
Thank you.
whatever. So,
Thank you, Cora. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. Artem, what you
When are you
missed
going to
is that
tell
I'm
us about
seeing. Yeah.
I was saying, when are you going to tell her about us? As she sort of jiggles you a little bit.
I have no clue about that, and I am going to wait longer than a week for doing that, even though all of you are incredibly delightful.
Hey, remember when I said protect your investments?
Hmm.
This would be
So
one of those times.
above the table, what Chris was referring to is the fact that you're sitting in her lap.
Hmm. Wait, what? What'd she say again?
Us as in
When
you
you
and Chris, not
when are you
us
going to
as
tell
in
her
like.
about
Oh,
us?
about us. Oh, I see. I thought she was meaning like everybody there.
Mm.
About us, this is not anything, baby girl. But you're a very nice lap sit.
And she sort of grabs, puts you over on Kate's lap and goes, I'm done with it.
She doesn't have what we have.
Wow, I missed a lot.
I'm dead. I got another number.
Ooh, good for you.
Chris
When do you
is.
get the other 6?
Ha 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 ha.
That was good. That was good.
Artem, you
What was
okay?
that, Cora?
Mm-hmm.
No, it was fine. I was just also making jokes, but hers was better.
Okay. Maybe it's a good time to fade out on the crew kind of snarking at each other a little bit.
Yeah.
Was
And
there
everyone kind
any, if I could ask, was there anything in particular Poppy wanted to bring up on the drive home? I know we really only have like, what, 5 blocks?
Not really. I think just chatting mostly.
Okay.
Yeah, maybe asking a little bit about how Kate's night went without any sort of details, just like niceties.
And she'll share, vague
Yeah.
things. I just wanted to make sure you weren't like aiming for anything particular.
No, no, no. I got your very Ventrue advice earlier.
But does Poppy share anything about the shift in the arrangement with
No, I think she kind of dances around it. I think she kind of knows where Kate stands in regards to relationships and snacks. Um, yeah. So I think she will, if asked, she'll like kind of give a vague answer, but I think she kind of knows that Kate is gonna not be as perhaps understanding as maybe Cora would be of the romantic side of what may be going on.
Okay. We'll touch base with Chris and Artem's drive home uh, a little bit later. But first, I really want to check in with our Nosferatu because they have been graciously waiting a good long while as we got through a big group scene. I do apologize. So let's start with Tabby. You were given the start of a task, or at least training for a task. You had Orson that you wanted to go say hi to at some point, but you were also told early on that if a job were to come your way, you needed to inform someone of that. And while you did give a nod to it while you were at Elysium, you got a little bit more of a firmer indication that a job was underway, a more formal invitation.
Yeah, I think with Olson at least was at the original group. I don't know if he's still involved. His name was not mentioned this evening.
Who? Sorry?
Olson? Orson.
Orson wasn't part of that interaction. It
Wasn't there a
was
third?
Lila, it was Fitz, it was Matthias, and Edward.
Matthias. Ah. Well, Orson can. Am I saying it wrong? Did I say it wrong again?
Orson.
Okay, Orson was right. Uh, Orson can wait.
Mhm.
Tabby's in task mode. Uh, but before setting to the locks,
Mhm.
she remembers that little tidbit that now that there's confirmation of something, there's not necessarily more confirmation. She's being trained for a task, but she wonders what she would send to Mason, other than that thing I mentioned. Extra might be happening.
Sending something probably isn't the best way to go.
So
You've gotten the impression that while they might, hey, I need to talk to you, is good to say over text or the phone, the actual specifics of criming tends to be an in-person discussion.
she'll make a note to see him, I think, tomorrow, because she doesn't have enough information to come to him with, other than something is brewing. And she, I think, is going to spend the rest of,
There is
depending
still
on how
time
long
tonight if you wanted to go talk to him.
that sounds like a good thing to do, but I don't know what other above table. I don't know what else she would tell him other than it seems like there really is something. But if asked what it is, she wouldn't have an answer.
You never know where these interactions can go.
Do I know where he would be? Is he accessible at this time of night?
You might need to ask around. You know of one place you've seen him in, but it seems more of a common area.
I think Tabby having these thoughts on the way back to her room will consider she has Mason's number in her phone. She's going to text him, "Excuse me, sir, can I see you this evening?"
You will get a text back after a moment. Follow Alice. And a moment later,
"Thank you, sir."
knock, knock, knock.
Evening, opening the door.
Do you look sort of at eye level or do you look down?
Oh, yeah, down.
And she's standing way too close. Head just tilted up looking at you.
Hey.
And she just holds up her hand to take yours.
Takes it.
And like many a child, she'll start rather forcefully trying to lead you along. Like she's trying to almost drag you, almost like a kid trying to either drag a parent to the pet shop or the toy shop, maybe a bit of both.
Very prepared to just be dragged. Depending
It
on
doesn't help that she has the strength to almost do that.
Yeah. Probably as it gets, she's like prepared for it. So at first, like she's kind of keeping pace, but it is just a tether down at a strong, forceful pace. I think she will, as they're going at some point, say, I could just follow you.
I want to make sure you get there.
I caught you before.
The grip tightens.
Ow. Fine, but but next time, see if I can just follow you.
I just do what I'm told. And there are a multitude of corridors that you are led through. You see a hatch that's not entirely dissimilar from the one that leads into Orson's domain, but it's not overgrown. Like most of the warrens, at least in Savannah, it's weirdly pristine. You don't get that sense of sort of musty, dank that you would get in sewers or the type of warrens that you are used to back home. But it's a more like a door rather than a submarine hatchway. Similar design where it can be sort of a great big sort of lever bar has to be turned. You do see metallic hinges both on the outside, and you assume some on the inside that are manipulated by turning this. But she goes up and knocks on it. And before it can turn, okay, bye. And she scuttles off very, very quickly.
Bye.
If you turn
Gonna have
around,
to-
there's a slight skip to her step.
Gonna have to play tag with that little girl again soon.
And
She
you do
turns back
hear
to
a
face the door.
voice. You do hear a voice bellow to beckon you in.
We'll enter.
It is a bit of an effort to open this door, as unlike Orson's domain, it doesn't have some vegetative assistance. So this is like manipulating a hatch. I assume on a certain amount of autopilot, you are going to close it behind you
Yes.
once you get in. Once that's all sorted, you find yourself in a fairly well-to-do library study. And the hatchway makes a bit more sense now as it seems to keep it comparatively hermetically sealed. It's hard to keep nice books and sort of wooden bookcases in good condition in a sewer. Most of the warrens are actually in fairly nice condition in terms of hermetically sealed to a certain extent. Like the air seems clean. You don't get that constant moisture in the air, but this takes it to a whole new level. It's almost, if you were human, you would almost feel like the moisture would leave your lips. But you're not, so you're fine. The air is a little thinner. There was even that sort of slight pressure differential as you're stepping in and out. It's not like a full airlock, but it is a noticeable shift. And at a fairly nice wooden desk that almost seems like it should belong in some manner of Elysium, there's no books, but there is a very nice leather blotter that takes up most of the space. It's completely uncluttered. There's just him, a bottle on a little plinth. Next to that, a small amount of balsa wood, pieces that he's painting, pieces that he is gluing together, all the little tools and knickknacks for building a ship in a bottle. And it's almost done. He doesn't get up to greet you. He just looks up and then sort of gestures with his head towards a similar chair that he's sitting in, but on the other side of the desk.
She will go sit on it, in it, and wait to be addressed.
He doesn't take any time. What is it?
Sorry to trouble you. Are we alone, sir? Is this a secure spot?
For all intents and purposes.
Then I'll get right to it. I believe that I might have a job coming up soon if I pass the preliminary, so to speak. It's the one that I mentioned earlier. I don't have too many details as of yet because hence there's a task for me to prove myself. But it is with same group as before, Lila, uh, Matthias, and dang it.
Fitz and Edward.
Fitz. Jeez. Thank you. And Jub Jub.
Edward. You missed one.
Oh, thank you. Make a note so I don't forget that again.
I see. And what is the test that they have you doing?
I'm working on a bunch of locks all strung together in a bundle. They are wanting me to work on it until I can do them all in sequence. I think they said within a minute.
Above the table, they mean each lock within a minute, not the entire
Great.
thing.
Untangle and unlock as many as fast as possible.
Ah. It's been a while since I've heard of that thing being brought out of storage. Who specifically approached?
Lila.
Normally she's not one for causing any trouble. Just getting into it. Same with Fitz, though be warier around him. That being said, he does adhere to our typical mantra, Nosferatu first. The other two tend to operate in a clean fashion. The benefits of dealing with the Ventru. Now, while I am a certain mind that this is harmless, and that you could learn a thing or two, I'm going to give you the question of, do you think this is a good idea? Why or why not?
At least as far as Lila and Fitz are concerned, specifically with Fitz, I have successfully performed a job for him before. So as far as I would be aware, other than no, that's a nothing statement. Ignore that. I don't sense any reason for animosity or desire to make ill use of me with him. Lila, while the relationship she has been disappointed in a few of my stumbling blocks so far. I don't think that I have wronged or harmed her in any way that I haven't already made up for. Because to be specific, when I damaged her vehicle on a race course, we immediately went about rectifying that problem. So it wasn't like, oh, you're fine or you owe me. We immediately addressed that. I don't know anything about Edward and Matthias, but
I would then make that a secondary task to the one you've been given. Get to know them before you're on a job with them. I take it you should already have Edward's number.
Yes. Yes, I do.
So, find some way to interact. Get to know someone if you're going to be sticking out your neck in some way, even if it is mutual. You don't even know if he's going to be there or is simply bankrolling the operation. You need to learn that. He tends to keep his hands clean, so it's likely that he is not on site. Matthias, on the other hand, well, he's very good at keeping his hands clean. He's not above getting into the mud. Anything else?
Asking for the right protocol. When one is being brought into a crew like this, uh, if I'm not the only person being approached, I do not want to out people when it is also for them to let you know things.
Ms. Morn, you don't know the expectations I have on others. All you need to satisfy are the expectations I put on you. To tell me what you are signing up for, so that I can deem whether or not it is a good investment for you, so that you can learn when one is a bad investment. So, who else is involved?
Ellie has also been approached. I know that they will be working on the tech side. Lila will be working with them for programming stuff.
That is what I expected. I just wanted to hear it.
And to double back to your previous question on how safe I feel with this type of endeavor, that aspect I find more reassuring because, as far as I'm aware, Ellie is much more established than I am. And also, likewise, I worked with Ellie for Fitz before. So there's more rapport. And certainly, if this were something that would put me at risk, I feel like it is less likely that they would also put Ellie at risk.
Hmm. Not terrible reasoning. Good. Progress. And while you've been talking this entire time, he has been sort of stitching together the last few pieces of this ship to be in a bottle. And perhaps you have never wondered about how they do this. They don't build it inside the bottle. They build it like any other model. And then the back half of the bottle is actually cut open at the seam and either glued or screwed into place after you have placed the ship inside of it. He gets it very close to closed before he adds some kind of epoxy. You don't know if it's modern or something of a time period. And he seals it shut, puts it on the little wooden plinth that's not unlike the desk in front of you. And perhaps unexpectedly, he slides it across the surface towards you. This is a model of the ship Oglethorpe arrived in Savannah on. This is a piece of history of this place, Tabby. A reminder that this history existed long before you arose. But if you're smart, you may be woven into its tapestry. I understand that your room is quite Spartan at the moment. Consider this a housewarming gift.
Thank you, sir. She will delicately extend her gnarly hands out and kind of scoop up claws first under the bottle and lift it closer to her.
Mm-hmm. Do you ask him anything else or make any other comment before seeing yourself out?
Is there any maintenance you would recommend for this?
Careful dusting.
I should probably set this on a stool or something.
I'm sure you'll figure it out.
Thank you, sir.
Good night, Tabby.
Good night, sir. And she will immediately take that as being dismissed, and she will turn to go.
Mm-hmm.
Straight back to her room. Where she
Ellie.
will set the bottle on the highest furniture that she's got.
You actually do kind of have a bit of a built-in shelf where there's almost a foot recess of where the brick creates a bit of an inset, so you can put that somewhere. So it can actually be over your sleeping arrangements if you like. Perhaps a reminder that you've never had things, or at least not in a very long time. And it's most likely vanishingly rare that you've ever been given a gift, especially in your adult life. While you have a great deal of room to fill, it has started. So okay if I pan out from you?
Yes, she will set to work on the locks.
Okay. Because you've been given a good quality lockpick set. No matter what difficulty I give you, I need you to remind me that you have a -1 to lockpicking difficulties now. Unless you horrifically botch and break the set. Which, given the pattern, so we're going to pan over to Alice, skipping through the corridors. Tap, tap, tap on Ellie's door.
Ellie opens the door, looks down. Hello, Alice.
And she is standing way too close, looking straight up and giving you a big wave.
What do you want?
Smile that does not reach her eyes, but is wide, beaming, showing all the wrong teeth. Someone wants to see you.
Does that someone have a name?
Oh. And she just holds up her hand expectantly.
Ellie's hand goes out and grabs
Immediate
onto Ellis.
pull.
Yeah, let me lock first.
In a similar fashion to Tabby, you are ushered through many a corridor. But it dawns on you the labyrinthine quality of her navigation is leading you to more covert portions of the Warrens. Where you can almost hear the stonework breathe and flex, even though it doesn't. And in a darkened chamber with a pinhole of light, a head turns over its shoulders, monstrous features, irregular, jagged teeth, and no eyes. Progress.
Learned that they like to stick together. Learned that some of them are still finding jobs or places to permanently live. The gangrel is seemingly a bodyguard slash guardian for the gangrel primogen's daughter. And I have a way of tracking at least one of them in case I ever need to stop by.
Good. And again, that booming sound seems to come from every wall. Like being at a nightclub and feeling the bass through your feet. As if the bass is controlling your heartbeat rather than beating on its own. Next.
Next what?
Steps.
Oh, good. Next steps. Yes, good. You giving me next steps, or am I telling you my next steps?
Above the table, he's asking yours.
Oh, got it. Well, find a way to integrate with the group, which I'm getting some help from Tabby in that respect. We kind of have a little bit of a like Tabby's the better one of us, and they're kind of united against me because of slight fumble, but
Clumsy.
some would say that. But the idea is to get a little closer on that end, and well, one idea is to start tracking what vehicles they drive so that I can get a better idea on where they hang out and where they also reside.
You get
Is
the
there-
impression of someone that can stare at you without eyes.
Yeah. Yeah, I feel the non-eyes on me.
Yeah.
Is there, if we're accepting questions, is there a something we're doing with said information?
The walls almost seem to crush in on you as the voice bellows ever deeper. Something I am doing with the information. You do as you're told.
Got it, boss. Glad we understand each other. Am I the only...
Leave.
Okay. And Ellie leaves. I don't
How
know if that
fast?
was clear. Speed walking.
Mhm.
Like, leaving. Okay. Good to see ya. Almost small part of them wishes that Alice was there to just yank them away. Small part.
As you leave the sort of cloistered sanctum of wherever this is within the depths of the Warrens, the skip steps echoing off the walls is what you follow to get back to the regular part of the Warrens that you're used to. Punctuated by little disembodied giggles. And I think that is a fantastic place to leave off for tonight. And indeed, the closing of this evening as a whole. But before we do, it's important to go around the room. We're going to check in with Ellie first.
Well, it was a good night, and then I got terrified.
Tara's over there.
Yeah. The it's always nice to have a little reminder of your other objective, and it was also nice to be able to have progress to give to the boss when needed. Although Ellie is a little more keenly aware now that Ellie might need to do a little more investigation on how much more Nosferatu in general know about Amon, and therefore a little bit of what have they gotten themselves into, and why has Amon sets their sights on them getting information for the
I'm
task.
sure there are perfectly cogent answers to all these questions.
Oh, of course, there are. And now it's a little bit of a mystery Ellie might need to, and a puzzle Ellie might need to take apart. But in the meantime, otherwise, and I've been told to note this from my briefing of last time, but Ellie does feel like they have had the best night tonight that they've had in a while. for being able to get just like the right amount of justice on someone that wronged them.
I hope that doesn't bite Ellie in the ass.
I don't know why you had to say that. I felt like that was an unnecessary statement, really, because there's absolutely no way it could.
Now, why would you poke hubris in the eye in such a callous fashion? Well, I suppose we'll have another week for you to live with that question. And hopefully, the desired outcome is indeed what happens. Moving on to Tabitha. How was the back portion of your evening?
The final part, after fumbling a bit more in the mid part of the evening, is hopeful again. Uh, Tabby is very excited to potentially have work. If anything, one of the main things that has been on her mind in regards to uh, the group that is approaching for the task, and also uh, Orson, is she's struggling how best to like broach the subjects as an exchange and not just asking to be put to work. Uh, because that is just how her mind works. She's eager to be useful and used to not having much. So she's like, what do I ask for? But excited to work on the locks. Has gotten 2 new items tonight with the bottle and the set of lockpicking tools. So she is very happy to add those 2 things to her sparse living quarters, and hopes to continue to do both groups well.
I imagine it's been a very long time since Tabby has had the concept of decor. So that might be something that she considers in terms of, right, my room is empty. I have a room. I have a door. I have my own space now.
Mm-hmm.
And understandably, it might take more time for her to get out of the survival mode of I have a place to sleep. That's enough. Perhaps eventually a certain amount of stability may change how she sees her status quo. Because stability is new. Is there anything else you'd like to add before I move on?
Happy to have navigated a social interaction without, as far as she's aware, uh, done a huge faux pas, accidentally exposed someone, exposed herself. She didn't seem to say too much or too little. Seemed
It's
to.
okay to give away information when your boss tells you he wants the information. Usually a good way to keep your head on your shoulders. Usually.
Usually.
Can I move on?
Yes.
Fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you.
Let's go with Poppy since you're next in my order here on the screen.
Yes. Poppy feels hmm, feels normal, I think, in a way that sometimes she doesn't. Um, I think there was something incredibly lovely and simple about taking a walk with somebody and listening to them ramble about what they find important. And I think she's finding a lot of nostalgia about some of her, like, you know, first high school relationships, first friends who she could talk deeply with. Um, and I think she's in this kind of realizing that she had been missing it for a while, ever since her, um, honestly, since college days, not even just undeath. And I think she's finding a great comfort in it. And maybe a little bit of excitement in the kind of newness of getting to know someone. She's trying not to label things in hopes that it will organically become very clear to her what she should do. Um, but she feels better about not repeating patterns that were inflicted upon her with this person.
There's a weird little truth about being a better person has to do with knowing that maybe you're not a great person and pantomiming being a good person until that just becomes automatic.
Yeah.
And you have to start somewhere.
Yeah. I think she's relearning a lot of things that she had forgotten, like from childhood.
Well, seems she's had an eventful evening.
Yeah. And she likes her friends. They're funny.
Anything else you'd like to add?
No, I think it's very simple where she's at right now, which is cool.
Okay. Let's pick up with Fulton.
The second half of this evening has been nice. I don't think Kate has dropped. She hasn't dropped her walls. She has let one layer back in order to relax in with this group. And getting to relax in with this group was nice. And if anyone had to have seen her exchange with Belle, she feels like Artem was the best choice because he's probably not going to say anything about it. He didn't seem like the type.
Nor is he the type that's going to start typing messages on your behalf.
Mm-hmm.
Looking at you,
You
Chris.
up?
Yeah, I just messaged you.
How is she feeling about having a burgeoning friendship with frenemy Chris?
I wouldn't call them frenemy. I think they
How
understand.
would you label it?
I think they understand each other. Like, it's not like they're trying to braid each other's hair or become besties. But I think there's an understanding and like a mutual, beyond just like the we can be bitchy together, like Chris pointed out. Oh, I'm trying to think of how to phrase this.
Some people have best friends, other people have bitch friends. Salt mates, as we've discussed prior.
I think maybe they understand that there are a lot of layers you put up. Like, they've experienced being the children of important sires in very different ways. But I think even if they're not actively recognizing it, there's an understanding of we keep our walls up really strong because of things like that.
That's certainly a reason. I will tell you it's not the only one in play. Is there anything else you'd like to add before I move on?
I think I'm good.
Okay. Artem. How you doing, big guy?
Absolutely killing it, Graham. As you've seen.
Hmm.
So he's got to figure out if he wants to do anything with the information that he has. He could just let it drop, or he could reach out and see if maybe there's a person behind all that, Kate.
Ooh, organic plot hook.
Indeed.
You'll love to see it.
They actually have a conversation together? Are you gonna
It's such
break
a
the
meme at
pact?
this point. I almost don't want to, but we'll see. Aside from that, tomorrow. What has he signed himself up for?
Well, I could answer that, but I think people should tune in next week.
Also, he might ask Chris a little bit more about what the word coterie means on the way back. So maybe get multiple perspectives on that.
Mm. Maybe we'll do some wibbly wobbly next week then.
Okay. That makes sense.
Is there anything else you'd like to add?
I'm going to say no, because I think part of not having social graces is not realizing that you don't have social graces.
Yeah, probably. Last but not least, how's Cora doing?
Cora's kind of weird right now. I think the way that Kate talked about thinking that perhaps it is her and Chris's understanding of the layers that are involved in their existence. I think maybe Cora is starting to touch the fact that that is necessary a little bit in when she went and had a snack on Bill again, where it's like her advice to Poppy was really based on this like extreme openness that she's kind of been approaching her existence with post embrace, because that was such a reset moment for her. But now she's starting, I think, to wrestle with the notion that that is really going to wear on her if she keeps trying to be that much, whatever this idea of self is that she's trying to grab onto in every situation all the time. And then it's going to be hard, especially when there's not that like sort of like she, in the case of Bill, she likes him, but it still felt like more of a taking than like a mutual exchange than perhaps it did in some other situations. And so that's kind of some things that
You got
she's
him a sandwich.
kind of figuring out about. Yeah, true. So I think that's kind of where she's at. Other than, the palpitations because of Vega.
Mm-hmm. Hmm. The Ada sheriff. Yes, I am aware. I have heard of her.
And of course the friend stuff is great. It's then, feeding that being maybe a little bit too open, but it's still very nice right now. So
Gotta start somewhere. And there's still conversations you can have with people who have been in the game longer that might be able to give you different perspectives than those of the other new bloods.
for sure.
Is there anything else you'd like to share with us?
I love you guys. This game's awesome.
Well then, if you'd like to find out why Cora loves everyone so much, you can look at our past games on YouTube. You can come see the shenanigans on our Discord where we watch movies, and we've actually been watching the 90s Fox TV show that was inspired loosely by Vampire the Masquerade, if you'd like to see how bad that was. But you can share in our shenanigans on there. You can see our socials. But until next time, thanks for joining us. See you next week.